Welcome to the Old World Fanatics, your Warhammer fantasy podcast to quench your hobby thirst for all things the old world, live and extreme here. I'm one of your hosts, Gomo, and I'm joined by Andrew and Josh is just not here just yet. How are you, man? We're a bit late, as usual, Old World Fanatic style.
Yeah. Pro.
Right. So we have been scrambling. Yeah, so Josh is at the Australian Open, so he left 40 minutes ago, I think, and was trying to get here, and then he's not going to get here on time, and then we're like, do we postpone, do we not? And then you got sidetracked painting and didn't realize it started, you didn't realize it was 9, and then anyway, we're here. We have a few people waiting, so we didn't want to disappoint. Hey, Solar Warden and Mr. Martinson.
Yes.
Thanks so much. I don't know. Again, we're still trying to work out how often we go live and if Monday night Australian's actually even a good time, but that's when we usually record. So it's what it is. We do have, what do we got today? We have our Throne of Skulls giveaway. We didn't get a heap of entries, so I don't know if we were the best. Poor, it's Chris, wasn't it? That gave it just giving us the ticket to give away. And we're being an Australian podcast, maybe it wasn't the highest coverage in the UK, but it gives the couple of people or whatever, 5 people or whatever, a very good chance of winning. So we're going to go through that a bit later. Yeah. I guess we'll try and vamp until maybe Josh gets here for that, but we'll see how we go because we can't hold it all the way up. But we've got massive wave of 2 of Empire release that I want to run through. Australia hasn't even got wave 1, so I don't know what's happening, and there's no answer on that. So I don't know. Hobby, and you and me going to a tournament on Saturday or Friday night. We'll drive down, but
yeah, I'm scrambling to get my stuff painted. Scrambling.
I'm
one of those people that needs to work to a deadline. If I don't have a deadline, I don't do anything. And just school holidays. I just did not. I didn't think it was going to be like this. Like I was like, I'd wait till after Christmas, heaps of time, and then just like
it's just a bit like that with Christmas, eh? You sort of go, I can't wait for that gap, because I do that with my just planning for the year and like going, I might totally hobby related here, but work related. Like I might put I want to do up a 10 course video thing for programming, blah, blah, blah. And I'll do it during the break, and then there's no break with the family and like going away and swimming and the summer's been good. So it's just one of those things.
Who is Solar Warden?
Yeah, Solar Warden's going to have to tell us who he is. Yeah. I'm not sure, unless it
sounds like he's
I can
coming
work
on
that
Saturday.
out through the lists.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a bit weird with the nicknames. We don't really know who people are yet, but I guess we will.
No, we don't.
I've got a few little things to paint, but I'll bring them up in hobby. I'm pretty close. I did think, Andrew, we could, if I don't get where I want to go, I might even bring some paints down and finish some stuff off down there. It depends when we get down there. So,
do some wine and paint.
Some
classy painting.
There's also a live stream Warhammer reveal. What time did I say? What time was that? 4 p.m. Friday. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We might be in the car and try and do a response. Or we could just do a response that night. Maybe we do that. Get down there,
response,
have dinner, pull out some paints, and go live or something and chat about the High Elf reveal or whatever it's coming.
Yeah.
People thinking that's a beastman in that picture, but I'm not. I think it's going to be high. They're not going to reveal beastman if High Elves are next, are they?
I'm so torn. I'm like, it looks like a beastman, but
hopefully people know what we're talking about. I'm assuming they do.
Yeah, surely. But I don't know. Surely that can't be an elf. Like,
no. Well, no, I know it doesn't look like one, does it? So I have no idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see. So that's coming up this week. It's a busy week for Warhammer. Yeah. So
it's great.
With that, we're going Oldhammer Summer Slam. We might try to do we got first round pairings out today, so we're going to run through our pairings. But we might try to do a full pairing show or something during the week. I don't know. I'd love to get it done, but it's just hard. We'll see how we go. If not, we'll do that Friday night. Like we know. Love it. If you're watching this on live, tell us where you are and where you're watching it from. And I'm assuming mostly Australia, but you just never know. UK is awake. So Yeah. Hey, Perfity, how you going? I'm bad trying to pronounce people's nicknames. So cool. And we got a few patrons. Anyway, do you want me to jump in the patrons? Sorry, we are vamping until Josh gets here, but we're not going to.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll give the patrons a big shout out while we're waiting, just for not so much people listening live, but if they're listening back in podcast form. We do have a Patreon over on patreon.com/oldworldfanatics. You can go check that out. Join our private Discord channels on the Australian Discord. Share your hobby and send us questions, which we have a few we'll go through in a minute. But yeah, I just want to run through the list of paid patrons. We do have a bunch of unpaid, but that's cool. But so big thank you to Nick, Gran Vanderbush, Chris Bowler, who's the generous donator of our Throne of Skulls ticket that we're going to give away today. Drunkhammer Nate, Ben Shooter Louis, Eugene Chaffel, Benoit, Ed Fawcett of Close Order, Cam the Dentist, James McKellen, Liam Fallon, Tommy Kublin, Jay McBride, Flatwell's Edge, Sexy Jelly, Herald of the Old World, Keel Herd, David Dodd-Lange, Caster, Tommy Dogs, Matthew Klein, Thumper, Matt Morris, Thomas Vavasow, screwed that one up, Griff, Jestors, Wood Duck, Josh Griffiths, Nananoum, Daniel Broadstock, Jonathan Wingler, Elliot Richam, Gilthos, Draconos, Diesel, Denny Gamer, Robert Z. Dude, OG Whirler. He is on a break. He has given up. We've broken him.
He's gone.
Tainted, Bobby Gherkin, Gunwit, Sean Ritchie, Todd Lloyd, Chapstick. And obviously, if you're watching the live stream, you're on YouTube, so like, subscribe, and hit the comments, which we've got some flowing in. Hey, Andrew Young. Evening, gentlemen. Andrew here listening from Canberra while assembling Skaven. Awesome.
Skaven.
Is that Skaven for Old World, but assembling AOS Skaven? That's what I would like to know. Oh, Perfity, yes. He's from the UK. I'm at work, but working from home.
Nice.
Well, Perfity, if you don't have a ticket to Throne of Skulls, I should actually put the link to the other competition, because if you can throw up a funny character, you might be a last minute entry. Who knows?
The comp
entry 2100 says yo. Yeah, it hasn't been drawn. Can't guarantee that. We haven't already decided, but anyway, he's already.
Yeah. It's been a bit of light conversation.
So Perfectly saying, going back to my point around that reveal, that it's definitely a Beastman. People have tracked down the art it's based on.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
I didn't see that bit.
No, I haven't seen it either.
So I did hear, and maybe other people might confirm or deny this, that the Horus Heresy people were saying that the reveal wasn't right either. So it's like marketing just put up the wrong silhouettes.
Ooh.
So I don't know if that's true either. I love you just get these glimpses of stuff and then becomes fact. I don't even know if it's,
Yeah.
I love the rumor engine.
Yeah.
Jeez, Mr. Martinson stuck at home because of snow. What, in the UK or over in the US somewhere? I'm just trying to track if he'd answered where he was from. I can't see that. We definitely don't have snow here at the moment, that's for sure.
It's hot.
It is hot.
It's very hot in my shed.
Yeah.
Sweden.
Oh, Sweden. Yes. Cool. I've been talking to some Swedes, getting the old world rankings up for them. We're going a bit slow. I've got to try and get some other coding done on that for the next couple of weeks to support everyone. So we'll see how we go. It's just been one of those things. I think everyone will kick off solid though this year. I think they're, the tournaments will start coming along.
Oh, he hasn't got an army ready.
No worries. That's all good. And Johnny H5, pretty well up here, far north Queensland. I love it up there. Yep. Port Douglas, Cairns, stuff like that. I am going to get a retirement place up there.
Yeah.
Perfectly saying Dan, I have to track it down. Well, I mean, look, I can.
Yeah.
Can you even? How do you even do that? Can I even put?
Could he put on the Discord? Maybe.
Yeah, if he's on the Discord, I don't know. Does this work if I do this?
I think.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I get.
What is on the Discord?
Yeah, it probably is.
Maybe it's not.
Oh, well, been picking up clan rats and monk models on Marketplace and got a few bigger items. Yeah, cool. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Thanks, McWong73. Great to see another live stream. Cheers, man.
Yeah.
That's Michael. Is that from Sydney?
Yeah. Well, Sydney or Canberra.
But yeah.
Michael's Sydney or Canberra, one of the two. I've seen him I've seen him in Sydney, but I'm trying to remember if he's in Sydney or Canberra.
Maybe these live streams you're allowed to hobby if you want, Andrew, but it might be too much.
Sydney.
Sydney, yeah. Yeah, well, we're getting a lot more, but it obviously worked. We didn't have as many last time, but again, I think I always promise I'm going to put the live stream up on YouTube like a week before, so you can see it in your feed, and then I do it like 4 hours before, just because you know how it is. You just you have good intentions. What do we want to move to? Do you want to jump into the Patreon questions while we're waiting for Josh?
Sure.
I can bring them up. I've got them right here. Might be easier.
Yeah.
So Sean has asked, this is interesting because I've been thinking about it. I want to do a show on a topic on, especially if we don't hear much over January around comp and stuff. What if we were going to do a comp? What would it be? I'd love to see what we come up with. Like, and personally, what I would like to do is have like the least amount, but enough. So, like, what I'm trying to think of is like, what are the little needles that you'd pull? Needles? No, levers. That would at least see if it was more like pushing it in the right direction. So not doing. I think someone shared one the other day on Reddit or somewhere, and which is great. It had heaps of great ideas, but it had like 50, and it was like, it's just going to create a different meta. Like, it would be interesting to just pull a few things and find out what you and Josh would do. So we should come up with that one day. Call it the Old World Fanatics, Old World Comp, even though we don't want anyone to use it, at least at the moment. That'd be funny.
Oh, 117 of Ravening Hordes.
So it is one of those ones. There you go, because it's one of the ones we've been saying, dig it down. We should bring that up. I'm going to try find that while we're talking. No. I need to look at that.
So who else you got? So Johnny is happy to catch a live stream for a change. We might get a few more going, the old live streams. And did I see somebody who was doing some Warhawk Riders? Who was that?
Warhawk Riders. Oh, yes. Jay. Oh, hang on, it's a different Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, for Starkey's tournament this weekend. Great, cool, man. I've got to get up to one of them. And now, bloody, we've got another one. Is it Toowoomba? Oh God, Nathan Goodchild's tournament. Drunkhammer, is it? Is it Toowoomba? I'm bad with my Queensland geography, so I may have got that wrong. No, it's not. Caboolture. I can't remember where it is. No, I don't know. Oh, bad.
Halfway between, is that Gold Coast and Brizzy? It's kind of in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah. It wasn't far. I'm getting them confused. So I'll have to. Queensland's going off for tournaments. There's so many. I'm getting confused. Yeah. And now I don't need to know because I just go to my website and look at them, but I don't actually care where they are, and then I have to say it and I go, oh, actually, I don't know whether it is. Sorry, I am bringing up Ravening Hordes. I want to look at this.
Yeah.
Can you tell I'm just trying to delay things here?
Just delay things in the background. Quick, Andrew, entertain. But yeah, there we go. So yeah,
119, hey?
Dark magic lore in the rule book art, possibly.
Oh, okay. Oh, not in Ravening.
Oh, no. Well, this is he's just questioning it, but then obviously, yeah.
Did he say 119 though? You're saying like 17. Okay, I was going to say. Oh, yeah, I know. I remember that one. So they reckon it's well. Look, man. I mean, you're right. I mean, it's got all this stuff on. I wish I had the picture of it. It's north. Yeah, it's Caboolture. Yeah, okay, cool. Awesome.
Oh, Sunny Coast.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's on the way up. But it's only like an hour or something, isn't it? Like, it's not far or something. Yeah. So definitely want to try to do that. I think Nate definitely wants us to drag some newie people up there. So I'll see how we go. I basically said, yes, I'm coming because it's like May or something. So it's a while away.
So it's a jump on the plane, isn't it? Going to Brizzy. It's like an hour and 15 on the plane.
It's like a bus ride, isn't it? Yeah. Nah, cool. Well, now I wish I'd had the other image here to.
Yeah, I know.
For the Friday. For those joining, we're talking about the Friday reveal. Andrew and I will probably be down in Sydney waiting for our tournament. So we might jump on and maybe do a live stream then, see what Games Workshop's revealing. I just was a bit confused that they would reveal Beastmen if they haven't done High Elves yet, but who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, anyway, cool. Okay, well, no, that's good. people need to do that homework. Yeah, just go through the rule book and look for all those images. They must be all coming out. So,
6-round tournament.
Yeah, there's Ark. Yeah, I know. That'll be Josh. Josh can go to that one.
Yeah, that's it. We might be having another tournament on around that time.
Yes, there might be a battle in the vines. I don't know. Do we need to contact anyone about that for copyright reasons? We are well underway in terms of, and what I mean by that is just texting back and forth with
just shit talking
Gomo and Cam about shit talking about how we're going to run a tournament in the vines. So it's going to happen. It's just going to be, it's going to have to be like July or something. It's going to have to be like after, in winter or just at the back end, because there's so many tournaments now popping up.
No, there is. Yeah, definitely.
So, and probably a one-dayer initially, because just to take it a bit easy. We'll see.
Yeah, just cement our place in the tournament lineup. Maybe we can just at least revive it for this year and then maybe expand.
Yeah. We'll have to talk. Yes. We'll have to get my people to talk to their people. I don't know. Don't have those people, but anyway. Awesome. Where was I going to go? Oh, I was in the middle of Patreon questions, which I never got to. I got sidetracked, which is what's cool about a live stream, because people are just throwing comments in. Okay, so Sean said, what is a reasonable max size for a unit, both game mechanics and aesthetically? Zombies are capped at 40, which seems good to me. So it doesn't say, he said both game mechanics and aesthetically, so a little bit compish / not having the big 140 skeleton blocks. And not having, unlimited zombies and just sitting there, just keep raising them. What do you think?
40, 50, somewhere around there.
I was thinking about this exact thing because I think it's important to allow big units, especially for certain things as well. Like you expect Skaven and zombies and skeletons and stuff to be hordes. So I feel like there could be a cap. And maybe that is one of the things I would add into a comp thing was if it's got horde rule or something that is higher or something like that, you know what I mean? So like that way you allow them to get a bit bigger but not massive. But I personally love that. I actually do like the aesthetic look of 8th, even though I know that some of the other things and killed it in a way. But I do like them. I like infantry 20 to 40 to 50. I think that's a really cool looking unit. With the odd one that's huge. Like I don't mind if someone throws heaps of stuff in. But you'd have to have a rule somewhere to sort of stop the Death Star type of thing. So that's the sucky bit. If you have this huge unit and then you've got characters in as well, suddenly that's not so fun.
Yeah. I'm a 40, 50 max. That would be more. That's I mean, everyone's got their own. There's probably people out there saying 30 would be their max. I'm guessing.
Yeah. What have we got? 999. Well, who's the rumor? I know. Who knows?
Noblars.
There's no rumor go.
All the Noblars.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like that's the thing. Yeah, you need some. I don't know. Like I love a look of an 8th Skaven army, for example. Just like hordes of freaking rats everywhere, even though it sucks sometimes playing against that, but there's certain armies that do it well. And to be honest, like I don't know, you read the stories of like Tomb King stuff and they do have massive archers and skeletons and all that sort of crap. It's just some of the other rules that screw around when it can get that ridiculous. Really, it's the large target rule. Take that out. 140 skeletons probably still not do. You can't literally line it up to shoot enough. It's only because you can shoot all of them that it becomes a problem. So, it is what it is. Cool. Well, anyway, that's Sean. I think we agreed pretty much around that. Jarek Kruger said, what might the next faction focus become? Do you know which faction will it be? You mean from us? Oh, well. Well, Josh is getting Bretonians out any day now, isn't he?
It's so hard to get these bloody factions. We keep talking about it, and we're like, "Oh, we need that one."
And now it's like so far past. We're like, "Do we even need to?" Maybe I don't know. You do as well. And then I want to go back and read our Orc one because that was horrific because we didn't know what we were talking about. And
so much better handle on what's what these days. It's like just.
I can tell you what was in the pipeline. There was Lizardmen because I've got to get Alex on, Bucket, who was on last week. I should have opened the show with that. How good was last week? Here's my ADD kicking in. How good was last week's episode? I hope everyone enjoyed that. That was fun. I know, like we probably sat back observing more than anything, but I found it cool to
I just listened
a little bit and
go.
Great. Yeah, it's fun.
I was listening.
But yeah, Lizard. I think we had Lizards coming. I think you and me were going to try to do Chorfs. Or what was the other one? Were you talking about another one? Can't remember.
Oh God, surely.
And demons we hadn't done. So there was we were wanting to do demons or Chaos Dwarves, and then we had Wood Elves maybe with Sean because we hadn't caught up with him on that one. So this was months ago, and then it never went anywhere. Oh, and we got to do Empire Arcane Journals coming up.
Yeah.
As they're settling in a bit. Oh, okay. Sorry. Zhivago in the global. Yeah. I know. Yes, I know who you're talking about. On the Warhammer Fantasy Discord, the big one, there is a more rumor guy called Javgoro, and he does dump some legit stuff in there. So I think he was the one talking about the Beastman stuff. So, yeah. Cool. I do follow that Discord a bit, but I've found lately I haven't as much, so I'm sort of out of the loop. So I need to sit in there a bit more. But for us, if that's what Jarek's talking about, I don't know. I think we'd probably try to get Chaos Dwarves out or something, especially if you go well, or not even you. There's 3. How many players are at this tournament? 24, and I think 3 of them are Chaos Dwarves.
Yeah, they're getting a bit of attention recently. The Chaos Dwarves getting a bit spicy, so might see them a little bit more. So yeah, be good.
Yeah, I like them, and they're bloody like. The only reason I found them hard initially, like the other game we had, is because you just haven't played them, and then you realize, oh shit, man, they got toughness 8 things. Like it's actually, but once you understand it, I think you could. They're not an overpowered army; they're just strong in certain things. So
yeah, they're strong. Like to me, like obviously, this is probably something for later. That I mean, you've got the old Chorf train. It just seems like better almost just to ignore it because it's so bloody slow.
Yeah,
so it's just one of those things. They're not the most powered army, and they seem to have they're just one of those armies that does well with a certain build, which kind of gets a bit stale as well.
Yeah, true. And that's just probably, So if you knew you were getting Arcane Journals for it, you wouldn't care because you'd be like, okay, well, once that comes out, it'll be good.
Yeah.
Well, we'll add the spice back in, but not knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Herald of the Old World said, just finishing off putting together, he had pictures of this too, putting together my event swag pack for the teams and got me wondering what people prefer when attending events. So he's running the dual Mordheim Old World. What's the actual tournament called? I'm bad. I have to look that up.
I forget. It sounded awesome.
It's at the same time as CanCon, but not at CanCon. He was talking about, he's putting together swag, and he just asked, what would people prefer attending events? Cheaper overall price, very little swag, more expensive prizes and less or no swag, cheap no prizes and more varied swag. So he puts together all these badges and cool stuff like that everyone sort of can take home. What do you like?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. You just turn up.
I don't win prizes, so.
Is that why I like I like getting all the little vision arcs occasionally?
The halfway hero. Yeah.
You know.
I do. I like dice and stuff like that. Like if you get a memento, that's pretty cool. Love a little dice for an event.
I reckon it should be because you get prize support, you get vouchers from local hobby stores and all that sort of stuff. I feel and obviously if you I feel like if you get podium, you shouldn't get any of that. You just get, so if you're competitive and going for podiums, you're getting, and now it's becoming more formalized. So we're getting masters rankings, stuff like that. So you're already getting something. It'd be cool if that the other things that keep you in the hobby and getting figures or paints or whatever goes to bunches of other people, halfway heroes, best painted, best sports, like Wooden Spoon, first tournament, I don't know, stuff like that, just to grow the community. Because
that's a good idea.
people who are going for first, third, and not care about $100 voucher to the local hobby store. You know what I mean? Like, that's something I'd say. Yeah.
I'd agree. I think that's a good point.
Cool. We got some questions. What have we got here? Perpity said, late question submission. How much of an overlap between the Venn diagram of people with ADHD? Forget we have to do this, man. You have to click this thing and bring it up. I should have done that. Venn diagram of people with ADD, ADHD, and people who collect Warhammer. Do you think there is?
He's here. He's graced us. He's graced us.
In. We should. Wait. I'm going to ask him a question. Oh, hang on.
Hey.
I'm going to just hide this quickly.
What? Okay.
Yeah. Welcome, Josh. How you going? How's the tennis?
Hey guys, thank you. Excuse my lateness.
Buggered.
I'm exhausted.
How far through the episode do you think we are?
As in, at what point in the episode?
Yeah.
Okay, you're 26 minutes in. The bottom of the Patreons.
He knows as well.
You mean the bottom of the Patreon reading or the questions?
No,
the Patreon
sure.
section. Nah, you got it pretty right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. That's
awesome.
it.
Sorry, that was just an ad hoc.
I am on here every week. I know what the pace is.
Yeah. It's a bunch of shit.
Just Perfidy's from the UK and asks us because I keep ADHDing off the topics to it's half deliberate, just slowing it down for you to come, Josh. But what do you reckon of that? It must be pretty high, hey? Like I don't know. I just feel like it's just the stereotypical nerd. I don't know. I don't even know.
No, I think
who
absolutely.
knows? Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
You sort of have to be a little bit like that to play this game too, I reckon.
And then then you go, what elements of the hobby is overlapping as well? So that's a broad ADHD, and then play Warhammer, and then you've got you've got various elements, the bits inside it. 3D printing, as an example. Who would do a podcast on top of Warhammer? It's also got ADHD.
I can guarantee though this hobby and all that, it's just, if you don't have an addictive personality, I don't reckon you'd play it. Like, you've got to have this thing in you that you just, there's certain things you just get addicted to. Hopefully it's not, the bad things out there in the world.
Buying everything and not painting. Yeah. Drinking wine.
Yeah, that's right. I've got to catch up on some of those questions. We've got a lot more people on here, Josh, for our second stream. It's awesome. All around we've got people from Sweden, UK, Australia. Solar Warden's just finishing off 10 figures for his our tournament this weekend. He's coming.
Okay.
Did we find out who he was? Sorry, like in terms of.
No, I think he's incognito still.
That's incredible.
Okay.
I'm glad we didn't push this back to tomorrow, assuming no one would be interested in watching the stream.
Oh no, yeah. We were like, well, for a second there, I thought, hang on, Andrew's not answering, and you might not turn up. So I'm like, may have to anyway. Okay,
anyway,
here where
I'll
are
let
we
you
up
guys
to
get on
questions?
with the podcast. Sorry for the interruption.
That's all cool. Okay, well, I'll keep going. I actually
we're only just hitting questions.
No, we've finished the questions.
No, I finished the questions. Sorry. Okay. Oh,
yeah. Do you want to weigh in on any questions? Because there's only 3. Or do you want us to keep moving?
Wait. Hold on. Where are the questions? I didn't
in
see
the run sheet thing.
Yeah, these are the questions coming up in the stream comments.
He's going to check.
Wait.
Read out
They're in the Google Docs, aren't they?
Yeah. Read out another question or something. Andrew, are you looking at? While I look at other stuff.
Oh, mate, sorry, I'm looking at the
Entropy 2100 said, "What do you get if you're ranked number 1 in Australia?" Ooh. You get a cool little emoji next to your name on our world rankings. No, I don't think you get anything particularly for number 1, but obviously the top 20 will go to the Masters. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully over time, as we mature and get some more sponsorships and stuff, there might be, we'd like to get some grants and prizes, like actual financial Yeah, I want to run it like that's the plan. ASP and I've been talking about like trying to get it under an entity in Australia, so therefore we can get grants because people get grants for like his example is getting grants for cricket clubs, stuff like that. What's the difference? Because then if you can get some cash, you can then help pay for the team events and stuff overseas and get people there. So maybe that's what you end up getting if you're ranked high. Then obviously you got more chance to get access to some of that. But that's obviously down the track. So who knows?
Well, you get to impress your wife. Like ladies are impressed by high-ranking Warhammer players, are they not?
Everyone's seen that. Everyone's seen those surveys of the most unattractive male hobbies. Have you seen them?
No.
Did we talk about that?
Yeah.
No,
we talked
I haven't
about
seen it. I haven't heard of this.
It's a good pickup line.
What did I just say? It was unattractive hobbies by men for women? No, is that the other way around? Did I do the right? Least attractive hobbies for men, according to women.
Oh,
yeah.
That's it. But I want a screenshot of that, not.
I think it'd be
going to have to keep
most women probably don't even know what Warhammer is, so you're probably lucky there.
Okay, hang on. I found one. I'll bring it up. Quickly. Hang on.
Bring it up. I got to see it. That's great.
Yeah. I don't know if they're real, man. I don't know if it's legit, but it's just funny. I've got to stop. I hate how I've got to stop sharing. Hopefully people love being. This is why our normal ones. No, actually, they're not like this because I don't edit anything out. So.
No, this is literally
what they are.
Raw and unedited.
Here's one. Well, I've got to actually bring it up.
It's good.
Least attractive hobbies for men, according to women. Playing video games, 90, and collecting figurines is up there at 85.
Collecting figurines.
Figurine.
You could argue model trains is down.
Interesting. I was looking at model trains and going, oh, okay. Model trains is on the low end. Wait, hold on.
Well, this is an unattractive.
This is the least
scale,
attractive.
So it's all unattractive.
These are all
it's
unattractive.
Not like
yeah,
even if you score 1 on that, it's still unattractive. So,
how is online trolling a hobby or gambling? Is gambling a hobby?
Wow.
Anyway,
online trolling. Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of these out there like this.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you added collecting figurines and then spending hours painting them and then also spending hours rolling dice with friends, playing with the figurines, you should push that up a few percent. It'd be above playing video games, surely.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, Andrew, if you'll get that if you score number 1, but who knows?
No, that was my go-to when I was a young lad. Do you want to come back to my house and check out my Warhammer collection? That was the best pickup line. Many young lady succumbed to the allure of the Warhammer collection.
I'm going to bring this up from Perfect because he's the one who brought it up before, but I totally agree. This is, you just said for reference, I have ADHD, hyperfocus is such a great Warhammer thing. It is one of those things that I don't think people, and here I am talking about it, I don't have it actually, and I have no idea. I shouldn't even speak about it. But it is cool to think, it's cool to have a hobby where, when you have that hyperfocus, you can actually do really good at it, whether or not it's playing, painting, hobbying, all that sort of stuff. I think it's cool. It does definitely help. It just makes you poor when you jump between armies like we do. Not Josh, like me and Andrew do.
Yeah.
I like that. Ladies like the gauges.
Yeah. Michael knows it.
I guess one thing I'll say with the dating thing is that maybe that's why almost all of us seem to drop Warhammer for about 10 years in our 20s.
Oh yeah.
Wait till we're in an established relationship and then pick it up again when it's too late for.
So I like Andrew's story for those who haven't heard it. You got to tell the story again, Andrew. Where you just pulled it out of the closet. People are like, your wife, what the hell is this? Yeah, well, sorry, I didn't tell you about this. That was funny.
I love it. I miss that story.
I, on the other hand, had mine set up I lived with my Kate, like my wife, like we weren't together, weren't anything. We just ended up both needing a place. So we moved in together in Merriweather, Newcastle. And so in my room, I had my figures set up on
she knew
bookshelf thing. So she knew from day one. So yeah, so I didn't quit really because of that. I mean, I just quit because you know what it's like. It's not just that. It's jobs and kids. And,
dude, I was exaggerating for comedic effect.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. But there is validity there. They're busy trying to find their mate. You know, Beastman style, their Skaven style. What does Skaven call it? Their rat. Oh, I was reading Skaven Slayer today. What do the Skavens call their women? It's like is it the breeders or something? Like it's something
breeders.
Like yeah. It's something weird. Bloody rats. Yeah. I can't keep up with these comments, people. This is really cool. I don't think we're going to get through our topics. You guys might have to skim these and see if there's questions for us, because there's comments, but there's also cool questions. So I'm not sure. This is good. I'm assuming this is to do with unattractive hobbies or not. Is that?
It was. Maybe? That was on there.
Taxidermist.
Oh, it was on there. Yeah, it was on there. Yeah. My daughter's starting to buy weird stuff to put in her room, which is kind of funny. But she's more into the cowboy type Montana, so she's buying like, I don't know, antler ears and stuff. And I was ripping her off when she bought some of it, and I went, yeah, well, like that. Yeah, I was like, hey, is that legal to even buy? Like, she just gets it through Amazon and stuff. And then I'm like, you're not going to start like combining. I had a friend at my old work who was an employee of mine who used to put them all together in different configurations, like a chicken head on a cat body and then like stitch them all together. So they're these weird looking skeletons all around his house. I'm like, I hope my daughter's not doing that. It's a bit weird.
I'd have a little dungeon with some little hobbies.
They look pretty cool, but they're
it's fucking help me.
I've seen a movie about that. Yeah. Cool. Anyway, I better move on a little bit while you guys can skim those things. I just want to give, we actually, a couple of weeks, actually this is months ago, someone told us, and this is very Australian, but it came up on our podcast last week about the whole Wargamer AU going away and all that sort of stuff. And, my views probably don't think there's going to, forums are probably dead, like there's other things. And obviously I want to build old world.
Forums aren't going to have a miraculous recovery.
Well, there's already those
all go back to Web 1.0.
Yeah. But having said that, if you are after that, there is...
It's never going to come back.
There is Oz tabletop gaming. So, and they're trying to do Wargamer AU type thing, cross gaming in Australia. But it's here. But I mean, if there is people who like it, so get on it and have a look.
Sorry, Perfect.
And I did say I was going to give him a shout out, and that was probably months ago. So he reminded me like last week. So there's Oz Table. I've signed up. Well, it's not logged in on that one, but I have signed up and haven't looked around. So there is, obviously it's not as active as the old Wargamer AU, but if you're in Australia and you want a forum, or how do you say it? I don't even know. Go check it out. Oz Tabletop Gaming is a bit of a shout out.
Wait, isn't it a forum? I've always said forum. Some people say, what was the other way you said it?
Forum.
Oh, forum. I bet people do say it like that too. I just never
thought it was forum.
Yeah, I thought it was forum.
Isn't it the old Roman thing? Was it Roman, the forum, and the Greek?
Oh, it might be.
Yeah, it's a Latin word. Yep.
It is. News. Cool. Where do we want to go from here, guys? We're covering tournaments. Yeah. We've got bloody news. Got the waves coming out. Do you want to do the waves first?
Can I just say something to Herald of the Old World's question about the events flag and stuff? Yep. Did you guys talk about that very much?
A little bit.
Because my impression is, I feel like the expense of the prizes is not much of a draw. I think people will pay a reasonably large amount for good quality events. You kind of want to put that money, and wine. Yeah, as you say, battle of vines, man. But I think you want to put that money into the event, into the swag, but also into the setting and the food available and just the general catering of it. Well, not necessarily catering, but the general ambience, rather than into expensive prizes. Because I feel like the prizes is just only a couple of people are going to get them, really, or maybe a few people will. But I think you get more bang for your buck if everyone gets something from the pool. Yeah,
well, I mean, the other thing too, especially as Old World comes back, if I don't know if this is a real concern, maybe it is, but I can imagine like terrain and mats and stuff. Like, because I know 40k now also went to the smaller mats and all that. So it's like I'd pay more to go to a tournament if that money then definitely went into making sure there was more mats, terrain, better terrain, not just 2D shit like that. Like that's where I'd like to see it. And if you do that over,
it was so hard doing
that
CanCon last year.
It pops out the other end where suddenly you've got like good terrain, you know. And that again, that's one of the things that the Australian tournament scene is going to try organise, where we have like state-based terrain that's sort of starting to, you know, coalesce it. So therefore, if you run a tournament, you can sort of, as long as it's not clashing, you can get access to it and stuff. So we've got good terrain to play on. So that's where I think, you know, the money would be good spent on that. Yeah,
especially for events where there isn't a set of terrain ready to go, such as CanCon. I've actually ended up offering terrain for CanCon this year. I've ended up with like 7 mats that I've bought since last year. So I'm bringing 3 tables of terrain and a whole bunch of mats forward because I feel like they're kind of desperate.
Yeah, Entropy just said he'd rather see the money go to the TOs to cover their time and effort. Yeah, like you're never going to do it to make money, but if it pays you a little bit, or you know, you don't have to be out of pocket for things like terrain and stuff like that, and you feel we get whatever, I'd go for it. Yeah, more people will do it then. You know, I've got no problem with it either.
Yeah. TOs just need more love. I think I love the TOs. They just, if everybody gives them really good thanks and you know just sticks up for them a bit, I think you know that's where you're going to be getting more TOs coming back rather than people bagging out the TOs.
More love equals more events.
Yeah, definitely.
Totally. What do we got for? Do you guys want to do any hobby, or do you want to do news stuff? Because the topic we'll probably cover. Josh, do you have any other topic stuff? Because I know Andrew and I were going to like just touch on the old hammer list, but talk about our round 1 matchups that we just got today.
I think isn't that going to be mainly what we're talking about today?
You didn't get any. There's no CanCon lists out yet or anything, is there?
No, not that I've seen. I'm hoping to go through them a bit, but that'll probably be in the next
week or something.
Probably should be next. Yeah, next week. Because next week is...
You'll probably get the list this week, I'd imagine, maybe.
It should be sometimes this week. I agree. Because next Monday, it'll be like 6 days before the tournament. Surely before then.
Surely.
But Old Hammer's this weekend, isn't it? Is that, are you guys doing it this weekend?
Yep.
We are,
Oh, wow, that's going to be bumper, isn't it? Because so you'll have all your games to go through next week anyway.
Or we can do like, we don't have to go through every game. Oh, yeah, we'll go through our game.
Well, no, but you'll be doing a tournament report for both of you.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a 5-day.
Next weekend anyway. So I might talk about the CanCon lists, but there won't be as, you know, we've got a lot of stuff. We'll have a lot of stuff for you guys to debrief on, I would imagine.
Yeah, no, I think so.
Next 3 weeks, we're going to just be talking about tournaments.
Yeah, there's so many coming up. Like even Australia, like we've got Old Hammer, and then we've got Starkey's Battle of the Bastards this week as well, and then CanCon. So you can see 2 CanCons here. They're just they weren't originally on BCP. So do you know, Josh? Did you have to register for BCP? I noticed it popped up.
Yeah, I did
as well. Okay, so I'll take the other one down. And then we've got Uprising at the end of the month as well in Jan. But
sorry, I see what you mean. Yeah, you must take down the CanCon one. Yeah, because
I just left it there until I found out. I wasn't sure if it was like they were playing around or not. No,
you had to submit your list on BCP.
Like UK, look how many they've got.
Oh my
January.
God.
Oh, that's February. Sorry, Jan, and then Feb is just packed full of them.
Wow.
So it's really healthy game. I mean, I like bringing this stuff up just to show people how many. And to be honest, these are only new recruit BCP or manual tournaments. I haven't pulled in all the Longshanks ones yet as well. There's not as many, but you know, it's a pretty healthy game, at least in the you know, the big sort of main countries you'd expect it to be, and obviously over in Europe's even huge as well. So yeah, lots starting to pop up if you're looking for tournaments to get to, that's for sure. There's going to be ample opportunity, so it's pretty cool.
I think one thing I did want to say, I didn't really get a chance to say this last week. Maybe it's just because there were so many talking heads going on. I didn't get a chance to get a word in edgewise. Because there was one point I really wanted to make, and I didn't get a window to say it. During all the tournament talk and that type of thing, and like everyone was talking about how to get new players in and make people feel like they're not going to get stomped and that type of thing. And I felt like there was a big topic we didn't talk about that we sort of completely missed, and that is events that aren't tournaments.
Ooh.
Gotcha.
Like more narrative approach events.
Yeah, like you're doing with your one.
Like the campaign stuff, or
Hero of the Old World's doing.
Yeah, and I was going to say what Dono was doing with his Flames and Aldium sort of thing, where it is very much he's trying to make it all narrative based, and he's trying to have events that link to each other. Like there's an ongoing narrative between his events, which is kind of cool. It does take a lot. I guess the thing with that kind of thing is it does take a lot more work from the TO's perspective
and commitment from the players as well. Sometimes, I mean, not on one like. Well, it is. It's both. Yeah.
I think so, but at the same time, I'm sure you could do that kind of thing, but more in a single day type setting, and you could have it more as a fun sort of minimally competitive approach. And I feel like that is an area that we struggle. As a community, like we're just coalescing around competitive tournaments, and that's all we do, and that's all we think about as events.
And
I'd love to see more of that side of things.
100%. I mean, I'm not obviously. Neither of us are, trying to always podium and I don't even get close. But like, I still am a believer, even though I'm not that ultra competitive, that the healthy tournament scene will lead to that. That's my hypothesis.
I hope so.
That's because
it'll just grow the community, right? Yeah, just get more people.
Yeah, that's almost. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'm a bit like, it's like when I buy, go overboard and pre-order crap off Games Workshop. It's because you feel like you need to support it. So I feel like because it's so small and a bit dicey, you go, oh no, I'm gonna go play at the tournaments. If you knew it was massive, like if I played 40k, I'd probably. I don't even know if they do narrative ones. I'm assuming they do, but I probably would hang out there more than playing in the competitive 40k because it's not dying. So I don't need to participate in the tournament scene because I can do the narrative fun games. Because what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
Whereas I don't feel like that for Old World. I'm like, oh no, we need bums on seats.
Yeah. And I must admit, playing in the Warhammer Old World tournaments, like it does feel very relaxed. It doesn't maybe it's because we're playing it for so many years. I don't feel pressure going in there, or like I'm worried about hitting some unpleasant experience or something like that. But yeah, the more diversity of events available, the better, I'd say.
100% though, man. Yeah, that's the thing that'll pop up more this year.
Entropy,
will be
doubles tournaments
and teams. Yeah, for
doubles
sure.
tournaments can be great. Yeah. Can't really be
maybe that should be big. Doubles tournament.
That's a good idea. It's a good suggestion, Entropy. I mean, the only
a little bit different.
The thing I found with the doubles games is they do take 50% longer than a singles game.
Yeah.
You got to account for that a little bit. Like, I mean, maybe not always, but just in the few doubles games I've been involved in, they always seem to drag on.
I can't remember with the doubles just and all the stuff. Did you share? Yeah, did you share magic dice and shit? They had to do all those weird rules. Whereas Old World, you probably don't have to give a shit about that at least. Just throw all your spells out. So I don't know.
Yeah, I guess not. Well, I mean, it was more about because I did a mini doubles tournament in CanCon last year, like a one day that ended up only being one match because the first match took like 4 hours. And then I did one doubles round in the slow grow, the 6-head slow grow as well. And again, that doubles match. Okay, just there's so much discussion about what to do. You're always worried about what your partner thinks. And everyone's just like, oh, what should I do? What do I do? You're not just making a decision and sticking with it. You're like, oh, what do you think? Kind of thing. And it just seems
Could you do doubles, but it's like just teams? So like you'd play your own game next to each other, but you just basically get to choose. You probably can't match up right, like in terms of which one you want to play.
I mean, I would love doubles, and doubles is so much fun. Yeah. It's just that's one observation I found, that you probably need a little extra time between the rounds or something just to account for that. Or maybe not. Maybe just force people to play fast.
Or you could do could you do a 2-day for like a 4-game 2-dayer double? Like, would that give you enough?
Maybe, yeah.
Or you just cut it down, in size.
Maybe just cut it smaller. It'd be 1,000 points each or something. Surely, you couldn't have it much smaller.
Oh yeah,
really,
exactly.
Maybe 2.5 hours. I don't know. Maybe people are stuck to a rigid time frame that'd be okay. I don't know.
Do you have to do communication, but like if you're doing separate games?
Well, they're not. That's the doubles.
Doubles is on the same table usually.
So, that's both playing at the same time. So it's not a teams.
No,
it's not a teams tournament.
Okay.
Your armies are
there is
usually
teams ones as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, at least as far as maybe there is some. That's what I was saying. Maybe you could.
I've never played.
I don't know how that matchup thing works. Then it's almost like dice off or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Teams is fun. I mean, I did that. I can't remember if it was an 8 or a 5 one we did in 9th age. Maybe you weren't in that one, Andrew. I thought you were, but maybe not.
No.
That was fun. I like that. I like teams as well.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it all the time. Oh, well, I don't know. It just really changes the meta. It's actually good. You know you're not going to get smashed sometimes, potentially, unless you get thrown under the bus.
Yeah, teams sound like a very different thing to what I'm used to.
You got this coming.
It sounds really interesting. I really love. As I said this before, but the campaign for me is so much fun because you just get this crazy narratives coming out of it, which is everything that you kind of want in Warhammer. It's just so hard to set up. It's so hard to get that right context and people to come in on a regular basis. But yeah, that is the holy grail for me.
It looks good.
We're gonna have a beer.
Okay, I was about to. He's just leaving, but we also need to draw our Throne of Skulls thing too. So I don't know. We probably do that before we do our list thing.
I'm still listening.
Holding people up. Oh, you are. So you can hear that, Josh. Then.
Yep.
We have the big reveal of who's going to win that. Cool. Well, what are we going to do? We've got that. We've got our hobby. Let's smash through our hobby first. You want to do that?
Sure. Do you want to do yours?
Josh had something shared.
Josh has got some pictures. That's brilliant.
I quickly put them together since I've been sitting there. So I've been doing mine. I mean, I don't know that I've got...
Are they halflings?
Yeah. They are halflings. I'll put them up.
This got me excited.
Lumpen Kroops fighting cocks.
Oh, they're so cool.
I haven't done like the basing sort of. I've just sort of dry brushed the bases that I printed. But yeah, I got them done sort of tabletop standard. I was sick because one of the campaigners have got these guys that survived. Lumpen Kroop, like his whole company died, and he was left on one wound, but he ran off the table. Which meant he survived, so he can still hire and
recruited some other people with the offer of hamburgers. I don't know, and soup.
Yes, soup. So
are they actually any good, like rules wise?
I mean, I've never used them. All they've got is BS4, Leadership 8, Skirmish. BS4 bows, so that's not, you can't see.
Is that 24 inches for the normal bows?
Yeah, not long bows. I mean, the long bows, they're just halflings, Scummo. What do you expect?
I just couldn't remember.
I've got relatively short arms.
Yeah, I just thought
we can't hold a long bow.
Yeah.
It's like a bolt thrower for bloody halfling standards.
I think they are a bit expensive in the Dogs of War 6-head army list because I think it's like 96 points or something for this unit.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it includes Love and Kroop, who's a hero, but yeah, I think that's as a mercenary unit, they're perfectly fine though. Yeah, and then the other one I did. I've been cracking through these guys, by the way. The last couple of weeks.
Wow, they're cool.
I've done this entire unit of Pizarro's Lost Legion. I've actually this unit has been in the campaign for the last couple of months. I've actually trimmed them down to 16 because they were 20, and it was a little bit chunky for a free unit essentially that you get in the campaign. So I've just shaved them down by one column. But yeah, Pizarro's Lost Legion. I was happy with them. And then I've also, I don't have any photos of anything else.
Sorry, is that just pretty much contrast?
Contrast is in a lot of areas. I did the base coding with contrast. In the reds, I did layering on top of the shafts. I redid. Yeah, all the red I relayed, and then all the golden medals I relayed as well.
Okay.
Cool. The pants and shoes is purely contrast.
Well, you knew that, Gamo.
And all the bags are contrast as well.
What'd you say?
Contrast is a dirty word for Josh.
Not on his tiles.
I was trying to. Yeah. What do you mean? Contrast to anything else is slightly dirty for me. I gotta have at least make it. You've got to take it at least 3 notches of complexity, including dry brushing, shading, recontrasting.
Yep.
That's it. If anybody wants to piss off Josh whenever he gets his Bretonians out, you just go, "Oh, is that contrast?" And then
are all those perfect, carefully freehanded barding? Is that all contrast, Josh?
Oh yeah, I'd be great.
That's a really good contrast, Josh.
Yes. So I am working on at the moment because I've got a bit on my plate right now because I'm trying to get some barbarians done for the. I'd like to get them done for the campaign. I'm not sure that I will. I realize I have one Knight of the Realm I need to get an extra Knight of the Realm to get done. Who I'd already sort of done everything but the barding on. Because I got 8 of them fully painted and I've got 9 in my list. I was like, right. Okay. So I got to get one more just fully done. And then the Green Knight, whom I got up to a very basic tabletop standard, I'm working on trying to get him looking really good. I've taken your idea, Gomo. You remember you were talking to me about getting Dali to use AI to generate the Slanesh banners and that type of thing.
Yeah.
Which I'm still kind of working on. I haven't quite. I've got all these banners and stuff, but I'm not sure that it's. I'm not sure how to put it together. Almost like I'm trying to work out. Am I better off making little elements and then sticking those on the base on the banner? Versus just getting to generate an entire banner and just like stick it on.
It's never. There's always going to be some weird thing on it that you're like,
there is. So I think I'm better off just with elements. But the whole banner thing looks awesome. But anyway, I did the same thing, but with the green. So with the Green Knight, because I've got this green barding, I wanted to have really quite ornate, sort of natural, like tendrils and leaves and that type of thing. So I got Dali to generate me that kind of viney sort of appearance, like just as a template, a black template, and I managed to print it off onto transfer paper. I've stuck it on. I've stuck it onto the Green Knight, just the areas of the green where the barding is. And I'm going to go back and just do a bit of layering on top of and that type of thing. But it's given a nice level of extra detail with. Is it more work than the freehand? When I was putting the barding on, when I was putting the transfers onto the barding, I must admit, it probably took me longer to do that than if I just freehanded it on. But it does look really nice, and the specific patterns that it's got on there, I wouldn't have come up with if I was coming off the top of my head.
True. Yep.
So I will go.
Unless
will probably
you generated
go over
that, then tried to freehand it later, but then you're going off one
like stencils or something. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe
tattooist style.
But I am probably going to freehand over it to give it a bit more definition and shape and contrast a bit. You know. But yeah, I'm working on the Green Knight as we speak.
Cool.
So I got them to do, and then finally I'm trying to get off my base adapters for KeenCon too. So yeah, bit of work.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna put you're decorating the edges of them.
I'm trying to get the army looking decent for KeenCon.
Yeah. Well,
my no-fly army. My Erishua. I realized.
Is that yours then? Oh.
Huh?
No, you're right. Go.
I realized last time I went to KeenCon and played, because obviously I TO'd last year. The year before that, I took an Erishua 6-ed Brett list. And then this year I'm going Erishua. Yeah, I came second.
Yeah.
I came second 20 times that year. It was crazy. But no, I'm going Erishua again this year. I didn't realize, but both times I'm bringing my breast to KeenCon. It's going to be Erishua, well, not including the 8th ed, but yeah. In the last 3 years, just Erishua. I'm not sure how well it's going to go this year. We'll see. But there's going to be lots of charging.
Yeah,
it'll be the first you haven't played a lot of Old World, plus the first 2,400 point game you'll ever play, because you probably won't get a prep game, will you?
I'm not going to program. I'm not going to go and call. I haven't played a game since Castle Assault. And before that, not since Rising Darkness.
Yeah.
And then before that was just the game with Nick Gentile. So except for that game with Nick back in March, I've only played a tournament.
4. Is it 10? I don't know. That's funny.
7 games, 7 tournament games, and then I'll be up to 11 or 13 after I get to KeenCon. So vast majority of my games will be tournament only, which is how I used to play it. And when I was playing 8th ed, it was pretty much all I did was tournaments, all 9th age. I wouldn't even play unless except for that slow grow we did. I didn't really play any other
casual
games.
The odd one with me when you're in Newey, but yeah.
For me, the tournaments isn't a good enough way of getting those games in.
I
probably would have played more games of the old one if I wasn't using up so much sort of hobby credit, as it were, playing the campaign every month.
Yep. Totally.
Yes.
Oh dear. Anyway, sorry. That's my longer hobby time than I expected.
All good. Do you want to go, Andrew, or do you want me? I've got something up here, but
you've got a picture, so it looks heaps better than I got. So yeah, you go.
Okay. I'm just doing my second giant, the guy in the front here. He's still. I'd like to know, what should I call these, Joe? They don't have names. Like, should one be Billy and the other one should be Bob, or should it Steve and Merv, or I don't know. They need names. Giants always need some daggy name, don't they?
Yeah.
Herp and
Kevin?
No, I don't know. Yeah, Kevin in space. No. There, I'm just doing this.
You could call one Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Josh and Andrew.
I once had a cat patient called Frank Sinatra, and I had to go in the waiting room and go, Frank Sinatra?
Frank Sinatra. I love how you call out the pet name. That's so funny.
Yeah, I have to call the pet name. Yeah, of course, because that's the patient that's come to the clinic, right? There was also an Antonio Banderas.
We're talking about, like we always, this is not animals, but it's the same type of thing in a way. Did you guys ever like just book restaurants under dumb names?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
What are you talking about?
Brilliant.
Like, have you seen that Instagram thing with like how we do it?
No.
Is
that for like group bookings, or you go in there yourself?
Well, you do it generally. You do it when it's group bookings, but
okay.
Anyway, and then there's like Mr. Bob Dobalina. Like, anyway, so the other day when we went out to dinner with some friends, we booked it under How We Do It, which is How We Do It, but it's the song, this is how we. Anyway, but then totally forgot. So then we get there, we're like, yeah, Kate, yep. They're looking, and they're like, it took us like 5 minutes, like, of them going around. They're, oh no, we'll find a table anyway. And then we went, oh shit, that's right, we were drunk. We booked it under a different name. And they're like, it's pretty common, don't worry, it's all good. But
anyway. I bet it isn't. I bet they were just saying that to
trying to be nice. Yeah.
Prevent your embarrassment. I love how your story basically, you were asking us basically, do you ever do this? We were like, no. And then you gave us a story as to why it's a bad idea.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it can be very
so drinking's involved.
Yeah, well, that's right. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be
doing drunk.
So I'm doing him. I've got to get these. This is just contrast. It's all just contrast at the moment. So I've got to come back with highlights and some other little details on the dude's stuff. I fucking hate these old fine casts. They're just shit. Like the detail is not. I don't know. That's compared to the newer ones, they're a bit. But anyway, they'll get done.
What do you mean? You mean just like the as in the finish of how it's been?
Yeah, just
passed?
like it's hard to even pick up what it is. Like you look at it and go, "What is that thing?" You got to go find a paint job and then look at it and go,
"Oh, look at a picture."
The quality's just not there. Yeah. And I know these were originally Forge World, but but I bought these, so I thought I might as well use them. No, you're right. They're not fine casts. Sorry, this is they're Forge World. But yes, that one. These some are good, and the newer ones are awesome. But these are just bad. I don't know. Yeah, okay. You're saying the hands? Yeah, maybe. But they'll come up okay. They just need highlighting and stuff now. And I need to. Yeah, it's just the things like this. This banner has heaps of different like little fungus on it and. Like all these little things on it, but they're really hard to even tell what they are. And then you sort of got to go, what is that? Like, and then, Anyway, I'll work that bit out. I'll get it done. And
that happens to me. Any miniature all the time. I'm always like looking at the pictures, trying to work out what the hell shit actually is.
Yeah. But I'll, obviously need to do a lot of highlighting and bring out that banner because that's the big red raggedy flag. So I've got to, Oh, hang on. It's not on this list. It's a war banner, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, it would have been it would have been a raggedy flag, but
a big red raggedy flag. That's what it looks like. What you see is what you get, right?
Fuck. Hopefully, I don't screw someone over and do that in the tournament. It was a big red raggedy flag, and they go, "Oh shit, no, it wasn't."
Oh shit.
Sorry.
How often do you look up like Google like paint schemes and that type of thing. Like not just for working out what something is if it's poorly formed, but when you're actually painting a mini that you haven't really painted before.
Oh no, I usually
like
do.
I will often.
Yeah,
I
always
often
do.
will
Yeah,
look up stuff. Yeah.
Just for different inspiration or see different like
Yeah.
No, totally. I'm a paint by numbers man. I don't do anything like novel. So I don't need any more night goblins, but I want to do like the front rank in those guys that I'd printed before, so they're all a little bit different. So I might try to smash them out because they should be pretty easy. And one of them's got a net. That guy at the back there's got a net because I've got a netters, so I want to make sure I get him done at a minimum.
Oh yeah.
Just so it'll just break up the old night goblins a bit better. But you can see in the back I had a few of these sent. They're the ones we got for like miniature horde. I need to get some more, but just the long they take 6 or 5 or 3 like bases. So I want to I'm going to remount some of my old ones on them just so if I need a reform, I can just quickly like throw out a 6 or a 5. Like especially with TMP, if you're moving it around and going in a wider formation, I can quickly just go bang bang, and then fiddle around with the little individual ones later. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to make it quicker. So I'll rebase some of them, and then these didn't all fully print. But anyway, I don't know. We won't go into that. But bits of them failed. But anyway, these are the last sword ones that guy on one of the patrons told me about. Or maybe it was a YouTuber when last week I was talking about, or the week before I was talking about the, wanted to know if anyone had the Tuatin Guard.
Tuatin
Guard 3D prints. And so, last sword have a bunch of these like wolf warriors and stuff. So I printed a few out to see what they look like. So, I'm going to do them up. They look cool.
Have you been...
the fleur-de-lis doing on that banner?
Yeah, I know. They're probably trying to avoid some copyrighty things, I guess. But
You've been shopping at Audi.
Strip some of them off.
Shopping at Audi, Gomo.
Oh, yeah, that's... Oh, you know what? Yes, I had. But that's behind my computer. You can't see that. It's here. I forgot it was there. I opened it about 4 months ago.
4 months ago.
I don't think
Did you finish it, or has it been open the whole time?
No, I had like a glass. This is one of our podcasts, and then I put it behind the monitor. I forgot about it. I saw it
is that just pure vinegar?
Well, I smelt it. I was like, it's not too bad.
It lasted.
No way.
Don't know. It's been there for a while and it's been pretty warm, so I don't know. I think it'll
that's not going to be drinkable.
It's very
balsamic. You can have a go. You can try.
Salad dressing.
Yeah. But anyway, they've got heaps of the Middenheim stuff, so I'll go through and print a bunch of them out, I think, and then just have a play around with building them out. So
they look pretty cool. I think they look good.
So that's my hobby at the moment. Don't think there's any more in there. No. Nope. What do you got, Andrew?
So I finally have put. It's probably about all I'm going to get done with these guys because I'm so far behind. These fucking rocks are falling off. So I got my Hobgrots put together. I only did, and this was after. So I spoke to Josh and Gomo on our little chat we've got going, and I was out of time. I was rushed, and I primed these guys black, Zenithal white over the top, and it is so chalky. It is so bad.
That's so sad.
Yeah, it's just like
I hate that.
I do. I hate it because I'm painting it. It's just pissing me off.
So you're going through with painting it. You haven't stripped them or anything. You're just like powering on.
I'm just gonna leave it. They're only friggin' hobgoblins.
Sorry, I'm catching up on some of these chats. This was my thing about the giant. So
the giant.
They're officially called Josh and Andrew. So who wants the? I think Josh can be the one with the cow feet because he's the
cloven hooves.
The cloven hooves.
Yeah, sure, I'll take that. Love it.
Sorry, keep going, man.
Love it.
I wondered what that comment was, and I was like, well.
I contrasted these guys, not to a Josh standard, but just a shitty standard. And then I've just put armor on, so just did the lead belcher. There's heaps more stuff I got to do, but this kind of should be a really shitty tabletop, so I'm just going to leave them because I'm running out of time. But I did base them, so I've got a volcanic sand mixed with black crushed broken glass. So I've made like a little mixture, and basically
you broke your own glass.
Not quite.
No.
I bought it in crushed broken glass.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like big rocks. But yeah, so I'm basically my basing is going to be just black sand or rocks, going for like a basalt sort of like look, and then I might just have some dead things and like the odd skull here and there. I was thinking about crystals, but I think the crystals can look a bit funny. You just got like black and like just like random crystals.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I don't mind them on like certain looks, especially like sci-fi, but I didn't want to put them on. So I'll see how I go. I just need to get like some skulls and just some scattered dead shit.
So when
I'm interested by this crushed glass. Sorry, do you want to do your question?
Just with the did you get all of them painted?
Yeah, I've got heaps.
Okay.
I've got more than what I need.
Because sorry, you built like 60 or had 60, but you only need like
I got like
35,
70,
I think.
70 something.
Yeah, okay, right.
Why are you building so many more than you need?
Because I took them all to Perth and I was stuck over there, and then
okay. So you just thought you'd just do it anyway.
I was going to build them anyway. So I'm just like, I took 50 over, I think, and I already had 20 back here that I built, or 30 back here I built.
Yeah, right.
Something like that. And then this bloke I was madly doing before, my Wyvern. So contrasted him up. You won't really be able to see that very well. But I've got sort of like a pale, sickly green, and then just like a bit of
my one is.
Yeah, pretty stock standard. So I'll get that done, and then maybe try and just slap some lead belcher on him as well. Maybe a bit of brown.
What are you going to do? Like with the Iron Demon and stuff, you're just going to like basically silver it and stuff and put a wash over it and stuff. Like, yeah.
I just want bare bones, like it's like semi-painted. Yeah, it's not going to look good. I'll tell you right now, it's going to be shit. But it's better than primed. So,
3 colors. All you need is 3 colors.
Primer, 2 more.
Primer. No, the base of the plastic, then the primer, and then one other color. That's 3 colors, right?
You should go to Frontline and get like the blackest, muddiest, effect. What's it called? The effects paint? Not the effect. What are they called? Why is my brain not working tonight? They're just the stuff you put like. It's not a paint. It's just the effects.
Like texture.
Stuff. What's it called?
Sort of stuff. Oh, pigment. Is
pigment.
It the pigment?
Pigment. That's the word. Yeah, and just coat them in it, like they've come out of a volcano, covered in black soot. Let's cover the whole thing. It's with the eyes sticking out. Yeah.
It's too white.
Yeah.
What's with the crushed glass? So I'm intrigued by the crushed glass. Where'd you get that from?
Just get that from like dollar stores. They got like all the hobby crap. You go like the dollar stores, and they just got like
jewels and stuff.
Yeah. It's just crushed broken glass, and it comes in all sorts of different colors. And it
okay.
Looks like a bit of a shiny rock.
Okay, and it's quite variable in size. Like,
yeah, I mean,
I'm intrigued.
Take it out and show you.
I've seen it. No, don't take it out. That's fine. But yeah. Okay, so they'd be quite. Yeah, you could stick them onto a base. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like it's like you put the sand on, and then there might be like 1 or 2 of these bigger rocks.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're kind of large, like they're granule sized. It's not like you could use them as the sand.
As the base.
They're not very fine that you could do that.
Nah, I've created like
it's going to take you a long time to use that entire packet of
glass.
That's why I'm intrigued by it, because it's like I imagine that thing was like what, $1 or $2 for that huge tube of
no expenses spared.
But then you go and buy a packet of sand in a hobby store. That's
what I'm saying. It's not a hobby product. You know what I mean? Like that's good value there. It's good.
You know what I did today, and it pained me to do it. Pained me. So I went into Frontline Hobbies to get some black spray paint because my army painter or whatever it is, my Vallejo is run out. They had no black primer except for Chaos Black. And
it's good
GW one.
Chaos Black's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a great product. It'd want to be, considering it's twice as much as everything else.
$35 or whatever it is.
Yeah, it was $35.
Right.
The army painter Vallejo is like $22 or something.
Yeah. No, when I can get I get the Vallejo too, or the army painter one. I think, but I get Chaos Black. I think it's one of the best sprays.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't know if
you don't like it $35 like it?
Nah, not for a base coat, not for an undercoat. I don't think it covers really any better. That's just me. Some of the other ones come out a bit almost like a bit grayer. I find Chaos Black does tend to be a bit more black.
I think it's just good matte, like short. I don't know, like it's not. Sometimes you get the odd one where they're almost like shiny sometimes.
Yeah,
it's not a proper model one, Even though they say matte, like even that Rust-Oleum matte black sometimes comes out slightly shiny, stuff like that, because it's not, it's not a hobby product, So.
Nah, I find it sprays too much, as well. Like, sometimes you use those Rust-Oleums and and it's like your model's just like coated.
Yeah.
You gotta be really
depends
careful.
what you're doing with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Wow. So but you've still got Black Orcs. What do you need?
My Black Orcs came primed when I got up, but I did. So I bought a regiment because I didn't have a battle standard bearer, and the whole thing fucking. You probably saw me trying to get a couple, but anyway. Long story short, to get a standard bearer, I had to go out and buy a regiment.
Awesome.
So I've got a regiment.
Yeah. Well, I'll get some off you if you don't want all 40 of them or whatever's in there.
And these are the other ones that I bought. Was already primed silver, whatever color they are, like the red.
But so you need 16 in your list, don't you?
Something like that. I think I got 13. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, 13. So I bought 13 already and only need another 3. But it was mainly the standard bearer I needed because I got a couple of orcs floating around.
Because I only need 12 and I've got 20 something painted, but not 30.
Yeah.
So I could give you. I was just thinking, could I almost give you to take to the tournament like 16, and I still have a lot, 12 for me, but I don't know if I've got that many. So maybe if you painted 5. Then I could bring and definitely paint standards and stuff because I only have 1 standard bearer. Then
okay.
Painted black.
You don't have to.
If you want. The basing won't match though. That's the same problem. So it depends.
About
that. Yeah.
Definitely contrast up a shitty standard bearer.
Yeah.
Black Orcs are easy. Just
let me know.
Yeah.
Oh I guess I need to actually do some shields for them. I never did any shields. I probably should. So they look dumb without them.
Have you guys gone through your lists, your Oldhammer lists on this podcast yet?
Oh, yes. Touched on them, but maybe not the final ones.
I figured we were going to talk about it during our Oldhammer chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to keep moving along then.
An hour 18.
When are we going to draw? When are we going to draw the thing?
Oh, should we do that now?
Oh, right.
Can I just smash through the news then quickly or not?
Okay,
it's not really news because I mean we've gone through it, but just so. I just thought it was an interesting release thing because we basically.
Do we have some news?
Well, this came out this morning. I don't know if you saw
you did. I did see that.
Yeah,
but it was pretty much a rehash of everything that we've already released, right?
Oh, but everything's getting dumped. But the other thing that's cool,
it's a
this
big
is just
dump.
so for those listening dump. Is Sunday preview, basically Wave 2 Empire,
Sunday morning dump.
That's right. With after a black coffee. There's no asterisks on here except for the Japan for something. I think one of them. I think it was Boris Heresy, to be honest. So that's the bit I'm confused. And I know ASB asked them on Facebook. I asked them. I don't know if anyone's answered. What does that mean for Wave 1 Australia here? Because are we getting Wave 1, Wave 2? We must. There's no way this is going up for pre-order in Australia on Saturday and they haven't actually done a pre-order for Wave 1.
No. This is probably just an oversight, right? Surely. Or do you think they could be?
But it's also not delayed. It doesn't say delayed.
No, it doesn't say delayed. They are good at putting that in if it is delayed, right?
Yeah.
Because it's also got Brian, the Chainmaker, it's got Galroch.
Yeah.
And Sir Cecil. Oh yeah, these prices have been delayed.
It's
in
all
Japan.
40K stuff is delayed. Horror series, sorry.
That'd be crazy.
10,000 years out.
That's gonna be ridiculous though. Like if this all comes out before the rest of the release.
No, it can't.
What is this way?
Does it still say delayed in Japan? Where does it? But I thought that was.
Yeah, but that's. Isn't that the GW?
I don't know what
the 40K
that's
stuff?
the actual thing. That's the 30K.
The auxiliary vehicle. Oh, 30K.
30K.
Those tanks are cool.
My search thing is saying 4 asterisks, but I'm only finding 2. There must be another one here. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, no, it's 30K delayed, not Old World, as far as I can see. Unless they may have said that somewhere else, but it's not in this article. That's for sure. So yeah, we're getting
the idea of 30K, but I don't know. I just
it looks cool.
If they had bows,
I have an army. I just don't use it.
It'd be cooler.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I hope in Australia we're getting all of it because that means the wizards are coming out as well. We've got obviously the 2 characters. I didn't know these guys were plastic. I never had any of these 2, the Empire and the dude with the massive hot.
Wait, so this is all coming out this weekend? As in pre-order this weekend?
Yeah. So if they've got this and all the Empire, Aussies are gonna crash the Warhammer AU site for sure. Because they'll be going in to get their last.
There'll be like 10 concurrent members online.
Yeah. So yeah, you're getting all the split up boxes. The great swords are here. Not that we need them because they're so good in Highlands. All the flagellants. So that's how you kill your dragon. Look at them. Look at them.
The dragon hunters.
They're great figures, though. Hey,
dragons. Galroch will go running. Absolutely.
Yeah, great figures. State troops, obviously state troops. There, the archers are out as well. If people were needing them, that's cool. And then obviously the steam tank, the Hellblaster came out because I realized that was only the cannon and the mortar was last wave. So you all that. The Grandmasters, and then the warrior priests.
Yeah.
So the Ulrich ones, the Witch Hunter comes out, and then you get Cecil's coming out.
Cecil.
Burlock Damison's coming out.
The great
that Andrew.
Monster Slayer. Burlock Damison. Wait, which one is he? Burlock. So is Burlock Damison the son or the father?
He's the one before he blew his arm off, isn't it? This one?
Surely.
I think it's before he blows his arm off.
I think that's true.
Because I think
I'm sure I've heard that.
It's big. Yeah.
He's got this big contraption.
Yeah.
Like he's huge and like this figure looks like this massive big square thing, and in the middle somewhere is a dwarf. Like he's just got all this stuff hanging off him. Yeah, no, it's just Gorok as well. So like it's a massive. I'm just thinking for Australia. Yeah, I'm sorry if you listen from the UK and stuff, but it feels like we're just going to get everything dumped on Saturday. I'm hoping, but
seems like it.
I saw that come out, and then I went, oh, why didn't I check this morning? I'll just stop my and share my other screen here. But like, of course, because it's digital, you can actually even though we're in Australia, we can get the Empire Journal. You just need to get it on, the ebook, EPUB.
Oh yeah.
So through Warhammer or iBooks or Google.
Oh, you got it.
You got. Yes, nice. I've got it, but only the digital one, which I get anyway. But I've had to pay for this one, but that's okay. I don't mind. So I'm going to read. It'll be my nighttime reading tomorrow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, is there a scenario in there?
Yeah, they've got a snare in every one, so we'll have to have a look. This one's against Beastmen, so I'll have to have a look at it. Yeah, it might be worth doing a bit of a review of this one, and plus, just the stuff. Everyone's asking online, when's the made to order war wagon? But I'm pretty sure they said somewhere that it's later in the year. Remember that? So who knows? Might be a while yet.
Mm.
So anyway,
So
that
it's
was the only
news.
news as far as I knew. So let's get on to. Do we have any other? Oh, Michael Wong said Combat Company, which is Australia, Sydney. I think they're Sydney, aren't they? Australian one has Wave 1 listed
Sydney.
as delayed. So that's going to be funny if Wave 2 comes out before Wave 1.
Yeah.
That is
Surely not.
Surely not.
Surely.
Oh, God.
Surely it will.
Do we want to draw our Throne of Skulls? Josh may not know. Andrew and I had a bit of a look and got our favourites because there's not that many, let's be honest. Not the best marketers over here. I'll bring it up. Let's get this part done. Who is going to go?
Let me bring it up.
Shall
we go through? Shall we go through them all, and then just say our favourite contenders at the end, just quickly, or how do you want to do it?
Let me just skim this through to the questions so we can see. Oh, there's us. Where was the question? Oh, there it is. Is it going to load? There it is. So for those who are listening or whatever, we are about to draw our Throne of Skulls ticket. People had to leave their comment on this video back in whenever it was. I can't remember what it was, about a month, 6 weeks ago, something like that. Basically, it was if you win the Throne of Skulls ticket, which absurdly overpowered or hilariously useless magic item or character will you promise to take, and how will they lead you to victory? So that's what we want to see. We got a few entries. We didn't get a heap, but it is what it is. Who do we want? I'll do the
you know what
one.
I'm thinking, Gomo? You know what I'm thinking? Yeah. We'll let Josh decide between the two finalists.
Oh, I like it. That's a good idea.
That we've come up with. How about that?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So we'll go one at a time through the ones that we think are valid. Because I know maybe we put one in or you put one in.
I'll put one in.
We should list that anyway. That'd be funny. There's actually two here. Well, sort of two. There's actually one, but leading a unit. So a Marauder Tried Chieftain, hand weapon, great weapon, light armor, shield, mark of chaos, chaos undivided, general on foot, favor of the gods. So just bland. 20 chaos marauders. That's it. Try standard bearer, musician. In a game where movement for infantry and foot characters aren't seen, you've got to still include them, right? So basically, 6 ed, marauder, little unit of 20 marauders. So that's what he's going to bring. So that was Liam Jordan said that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one. There's no magic item on there though, but that's cool. He could. The thing is, it's cheating because you can get favor of the gods. He might get this guy up to like toughness, like friggin' I don't know, like some ridiculous. Skill and toughness with that thing. Do you want to do the next one, Andrew?
Is that green stuff? Gav?
Yeah.
So Gav is saying, to be fair, my stock general is. So it's taken a Chaos Lord, total of 391 points. It's got Lance, sort of might, shield.
But you can't use. Hang on. So if you take the Lance, you have to use the Sword of Might anyway, don't you?
Correct. That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
Mark of Corn, he's got his demonic mount, demon flesh, so he can't be wounded on a 2+. Crimson armor of Dargan, only takes 1 wound. Crown of the Everlasting Conquest, 5+ regen. Then watch him become damned turn 1. Otherwise, he's really tanky. Could go dragon, but I tend to avoid taking them because he does not want to be that guy.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yes. It's good to see people taking generals and stuff like that on horses. So, yeah, well done, Gav. I do like what you've done
the only bit I'm confused about, when he says become damned turn 1, is that like something that can cause him to be damned, or is that just in general with the stupidity with either gods?
I don't know.
Well, we don't know. Could be one of those.
I'm not sure.
Maybe check out the Crown of Everlasting Conquest. It might do something more than I think.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's the Chaos Gifts. Yeah. Is that where you roll on the table?
Well, that's the Eye of the Gods or whatever it's called.
That Eye of the Gods?
He doesn't have it listed there, but he's got that because he's a Chaos Lord.
So I'm guessing.
Cool. Well, I'll do them and then Josh can Oh, unless you want to read one out. You read the next one, Josh. Is it hard? Can you read that or not?
No, I can't read that.
Is that Liam's?
Okay, so yeah, Ted Featherstone.
Oh, yep.
He said it looks like his hat in the dark, but the hat that he picked up at the banqueting hall. Okay, I've got to read this properly. It looked like his hat in the dark, but the hat that he picked up at the banqueting hall the night before the battle doesn't feel quite right. He's a level 4 high elf archmage in a wizarding hat. Nearly 300 points for a level wizard. One wizard.
Oh no, that's so ridiculous.
Stupidity. Rerolling armor saves of natural one with Dawnstone. Presumably, he left the Dawnstone in the pockets of his suited dragon helmet that he isn't wearing. Whoops. However, he has a seed of rebirth to make sure that 1/3 of the time he sticks around all the time. Warden of Safri to give him killing blow and 6+ ward. You're awfully unlucky to get felled by my boy, but imagine the podcast content if you do. They love your work. I reserve the right to paint old World Fanatics to a level 1 wizardry hat standing on the back of his cape. Archmage and weapon, Warden of Safri, level 4 high. Seed of rebirth, wizardry hat, and Dawnstone. He also said, and I don't.
It's actively.
What do you think? He said, P.S. I'll see whether or not I can pick up Chris on the way to our first games. Now, does he mean, because Chris is obviously gifting the ticket here, does that mean Ted hasn't gone to a tournament before? Or is he just saying their first games is in game 1? Because I feel slack if we picked he ends up winning and he has to take that guy to his first tournament.
He put him in there. He knew what he was doing.
Like it is a terrible, terrible build. Like I feel like that running at level 1.
Imagine having to explain
it would really
it to
affect his
every
enjoyment
opponent.
Of the day.
What have you done?
The
event. It's a competition.
I was forced to take this because these guys made me do it, basically.
Bullies. The old world fanatic bullies.
Yeah, that's right.
So, hang on. Let me read the Wizarding hat. The Wizarding hat. Tell me if this is going to turn a level 3 archmage or level 4 into a level 1. Yeah. So the wearer. So this is what it's saying. So you're a level 4. Now you put this on. Now the wearer is a level 1 wizard and knows one randomly generated spell from a lore of magic of your choosing. However, the whispers of the ghostly wizard haunting the hat are often confusing. Therefore, the wearer also becomes subject to the stupidity special rule. So if you're a level 4, but then it's saying the wearer is a level 1, does that mean does that trounce your level 4?
Well, that's what I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Doesn't it?
I don't know. I was wondering how that was going to work.
And I love how, he's taken the Dawnstone. It's so funny. He doesn't even have armor. I get to reroll my armor saves of
that is.
1.
I mean, I think there hasn't been an FAQ on this because no one is taking the Wizarding hat on a level 4. So the clarification
how much is it? Is it?
Hasn't
it's not
been
like
required.
Expensive
it's
anymore,
40. 45
it's 45 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just love the commentary.
Can it be both a level 1 and a level 4 at the same time?
I don't know.
That says you are a level 1. Yeah.
It's written on the tin.
Do you reckon stupidity is not even that bad anymore, except for having to just move or whatever? But do you sometimes wonder? Works as it's written on the tin. Do you ever wonder if it's worth bringing it sometimes just to get another magic missile, like from demonology?
Hello.
40 points.
Yeah. It's a good point.
Yeah.
All right. Should we go on?
That's funny though. I love the backstory, and
that is
that's a strong contender. That's a strong contender.
It is very strong.
I just feel fat. I just sort of feel bad for him. Like we send this guy to the tour event, like it's just such an awful thing to do to someone. Just feels very punishing.
He knew the risks, Josh. He knew the risks.
Right, so we do have Sean's. Yeah.
Is it Zen? Is that Zen Fox?
Yeah, that's Sean. Not that, so he can't actually win this. Well, he can, but I don't think he's going to go. What? Actually, I don't know. I didn't ask him. He can fly there.
Yeah. If I could go, I would.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, he says it. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
If I could go, I would, of course, take one of the most expensive and overpowered monster mounts. So overpowered, in fact, that GW is not allowing it with their composition requirements.
So you can't even take this guy. That's what's funny.
Out.
Okay. It's comped out.
Comped out.
Okay.
There we go.
Let's have a look at it.
So it's gone the Arachnarok, course. The beast. So it's gone a Goblin Odd Knob, coming in at 610 points. Ooh.
So illegal in GW size.
Illegal.
Game breaking.
Yeah. Unbalanced.
Hand weapon, level 4 wizard is gone the Arachnarok with the
lobber.
The lobber, the little catapult in his back. It's gone the Talisman of Protection. The
Staff of Badum. That's a good. I love that. That's a great magic item.
So what's it actually do?
Now you're going to get me on it, but it's either like one of those ones that re-roll, like your casting and stuff. But it's either that or extra dice, and you can blow up that one on 1 or something. It's one of those things. I can't remember. Up. The orcs have so many good arcane items.
He's got the Ed Button at the old hat, and
impact hits 1.
Impact hits 1. Lovely. So 610 points. A lot of trash. Doesn't want to move into casting range.
He's got to shoot. Yeah. Sorry, go. Sorry.
Yeah. Doesn't want to stand still and fire its bombardment. Doesn't want to charge into combat. Who knows? And who cares? Because it's not actually good at any of them. Sean, it's a magician of words.
Oh, it is. That's good. I like it.
Oh, there we go.
You know what? I'm gonna when playing when we're not practicing for a tournament, Andrew, I'm bringing this guy. So he's cool.
Is that Sean or the spider?
Both. I'll bring them both.
Bring them both.
I'll read the one you put in here. Your kamikaze elf. He's a prince with a hand weapon general. He's a sea guard. Is that one of those things? Honors?
It's an honor. Yeah.
Yeah, full plate armor, the white sword. You're gonna have to explain this to me. Charm shield, seed of rebirth, on a Lothan sky cutter with all the other stuff. With the wicked claws, the bolt thrower. Basically, is that an op? I can't remember. Do you always get that, or do you have to pay for that?
Nah, you got to pay for it. I think it's 15 points or something.
Right, yeah.
So it's not much.
So he's a kamikaze dude. Basically, he's got no protection, does he? Oh, he's got seed of rebirth and he's got once for $5.
He's not taken on much, he's not a shitty chariot. But yeah, I think he's coming in like strength 6 or 7 D3 wounds as well. It's kind of like another D3 wounding one. But you can only bring it on a chariot, or I think on a horse possibly. So yeah, he's going to go in strong, but I've done some math hammering and he won't take out a dragon, I don't think. Just inverse the dragon. It's still pretty good.
Kamikaze elf, yeah, he's pretty good.
The kamikaze,
He's not a high elf on a star dragon or whatever elf.
No, it's definitely not a star dragon.
And we have Will Gunson.
Did you want me to hit that, or do you want to hit that?
Yeah. No, you hit that.
All right. So Will, I was actually like what he's got here. So he's running a Chaos Lord. He's coming in just under the cap. So 477 points. Full plate armor, hand weapon, shield, general on a Manticore. He's running the Mark and Nurgle Ogre Blade. 3 Favor of the Gods. Helm of Many Eyes. He's got the Acid Ichor and Enchanting Aura. And then his little burst, which I think is pretty cool. So this fella has the Enchanting Aura, which gives his opponent strikes last. In addition to this, he has the Helm of Many Eyes, which gives him strike first. The helm also gives him stupidity, and he rides a Manticore, which gives him frenzy if he fails a leadership test. So he will be making 2 leadership tests each turn to decide whether he charges out of control or wanders around aimlessly. He will definitely be striking first. Thankfully, he also comes within 500 points of the event limit for character.
That's a one too. Can you argue you only take one leadership test at the front, and if you pass it, or if you fail, you're both stupid and have to charge? No, actually, Frenzy.
Frenzy
no, it's a different
charge,
rule.
eh?
Yeah, charge. Yeah, but it must be that you have to fail that to be out of control. Otherwise, it acts as Frenzy.
Yeah.
I think it's like,
Yeah,
unless you can control it. Yeah. That'd be funny.
As
though,
in
if you
have to fail your Frenzy first. What do you mean? Like,
yeah,
if you
I
fail
think
the
so.
stupidity, what
Leadership,
happens to the Frenzy?
Well, you take them separate, don't you? Is that? But I was just wondering if you only test once, and then they sort of fight against each other. But yeah, no, I think you got to roll two leadership tests every turn. Yep. But if he hits, he's going to hit pretty hard at that comp level, isn't he? Especially if he gets 3 bloody good turns of like rerolls of the favour of the gods, or like the Eye of the Gods table. Like those rerolls are so good.
I was a bit confused by because Frenzy's just charging, isn't it? You have to charge. It's not impetuous.
Yeah, but I think it's more of I can't remember, but I think with the Manticore, it's more like you lose control of it, and so therefore it has Frenzy.
Oh, so it's only if you fail the... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, otherwise
if you fail
it doesn't.
the leadership check, then you're
Yeah,
Frenzy.
it's right.
Yeah.
Right,
that
so
would be interesting. A double leadership check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every turn. Yeah.
Every turn.
Goal.
Plus, you're rolling on the favour of the god, like the Eye of the Gods. Every turn, maybe rerolls. This dude's like a Night Goblin army, or rolling 50
just
things
rolling.
to start the game. Well, there are our entries. So there's a couple of strong contenders. We had we didn't actually have ours. We had a couple, what we thought.
Yeah.
Pretty obvious ones, maybe. But yeah, Josh, who's going to go to Throne of Skulls free this February?
Are we going to give him the narrowed down? What we narrowed down to?
Okay, sorry. You're
I'm pretty sure what they are, Josh. But yeah, go for it. Give me the narrowed down short list.
Can you guess, Josh?
Can I guess the short list?
The 2 short listers.
Okay, I feel like one is the one we just talked about. The ridiculous is double leadership check every turn. Is that would that be one of them? Yes,
Will Gunson. Yeah.
And I feel like the other one has to be the absolutely ridiculous level 4 Archmage wearing a level 1 wizard hat. That's stupid. And it's left his doors are in the pockets of his dragon armor that he's wearing.
I think both these guys deserve a clap. They're both fantastic entries.
Ridiculous.
If we actually get capes and merch, we'll send it to whoever doesn't win this. And obviously, if one can't make it, then the other one can get it. But yeah, Josh, drum roll. Who do you reckon you're going to give it to?
Okay, so I feel like as much as I'd love to give it to Ted Featherstone because his fluff and his ridiculous story is awesome. I feel like if he runs that level 4 as level 1, he's just not going to have a good time. It's just not going to be fun for him. And I really actually quite like Will Gunson's double leadership check every turn with some craziness going on. I love that whole thing. So I got to give it to Will.
Going to give it to Will. Will has won the Throne of Skulls. I should have
congratulations, Will.
Here, but I don't have any. Well, we're going to have to get in contact with him through YouTube because I'm assuming he's not around at the moment. And if he can't do it, then obviously we'll fall back as much as we can. Cool. Big thanks to Chris Bowler giving us the ticket as well to give away. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Chris.
Hopefully that was a bit of fun. And we'll I didn't mean to click that. We'll see if we can get some capes made or something sent over. That'd be funny. Awesome. Let's get on to the rest of the show. We're almost done. We've got a couple of lists to chat about, maybe.
Oh yeah, we've got 17 minutes left to quickly chat about something.
The main topic.
So we've got matchups as well. Yeah, so this is Oldhammer. Is it SummerSlam? It's got a number. Can't remember. SummerSlam was just 2024. Can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking. Do you want to run through our list first? It's 1750.
Sure.
There was some comp around it, so basically you couldn't take a level 4. You can only take one level 3, and it was the 20. No, the 50% character allowance-y thing plus rule of 3, was it? Is that didn't really run in for me, but I think there was a rule of 3 as well.
Sure.
I think. Don't know if there was anything else. There's 3 missions, symmetrical terrain, boo, but it is what it is.
Is it?
And a lot of standards. At least 2 of the missions. Actually, all 3 of them have a bit of 2 of them have standards related, isn't it? And then the third one's kill the general. Is that right? Yeah.
Tio's choice. Do whatever you want.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Yeah. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, whatever. So that's why we'll choose what we did. But yeah, we can go through. I've got your list. Do you want me to bring your list up, Andrew?
Ooh, sure.
If you wanted to just give people a run through, I'll do this because you might be able to see, can't see it much better. Yeah, sort of see it.
So are we going to do run through and match up, or we're just going to do run through first each and then match up?
Just go through the list first. This will be better. There we go. And then just so people know what you're taking again. I know we've brought it up before, but
that's right. 1750. Yeah, little list.
It is 1750. It's quite a funny little
restriction.
Yeah, it is a little restriction. So general is going to be my Sorcerer Prophet. So I'm running him on a Bale Taurus. Wizard level 3, because obviously we can't take 4. He's running Dark Magic, Sword of Might as my Green Knight counter, because I have no magical attacks anywhere else. Mantle of Stone, giving me +1 toughness, so I'm toughness 7, and Talisman of Protection. Give me a 5-up ward because I've only got a 5-up, so it's got a really shit save. Coming in next is my Black Orc War Boss. He's got the standard loadout for a Black Orc on a Wyvern. So he's running in Great Weapon, Enchanted Shield, Troll Hide Trousers, Effigy of Mork. On top of that, where are we? So my core, I'm running 16, I think it is, Black Orcs, and they've got the Angry Lads flag, giving them Frenzy. So we'll see how that goes.
Frenzy.
So lots of attacks coming out there if they get the charge off.
Look at the charge off. Hopefully. Yep. Good luck.
Yeah, hopefully. So I've got 17 and 18 Hobgoblin Cutthroat, so 2 different units with short bows. See how they go. I'll try and remember that they've got levies this time and not cheap Gomo. Then I've got a unit of 10 Infernal Guard. They're running what are they called? Flyglaves. Yep. Then on top of that, I'm running a Death Shrieker rocket launcher and the Iron Demon. So no BSB, and I've just got 2 big monsters and an Iron Demon, basically, as my army.
I love how you took the Sword of Might to counter the Green Knight, and I'm the one who ended up with the Green Knight matchup level 1. And don't have the Sword of Might.
The Green Knight is so hard to counter. He's such a prick. I'm looking at him, I'm just like, how am I going to even... I don't know what to do.
He's still traumatized from Castle Assault.
He just killed my friggin' necromancer. Just comes out, does what he wants. You kill him, he comes back.
I think he killed him once. Like he failed to kill you.
Came back and killed me.
Just came back anyway.
Bloody bastard.
He's brutal. Yeah, he's really quite bent.
All right, Gomo.
Cool. That's cool. I like
that list. I like Gomo's list.
It'll be fun.
Mine's just normal orcs and goblins. I've got Gomo. I've changed the names of some of these. Gomo the War Boss. He's a Black Orc sitting on his Wyvern, same as your build out, but I've just got a shield. I didn't have the enchanted. Ran out of points. Goblin Odd Knob just on Footlore for me. Elementalism. Night Goblin Big Boss with the War Banner, Charm Shield, Armor of Gork. I think now I can't remember. Jeez, what was the Armor of Gork? That can't. It's great when I've added something, then I can't remember what I did. It's Magic Res 2. That's right. And Heavy Armor. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So Magic Res 2 on the big unit. 12 Black Orc mobs just with standard, basically to try and get some late scenario-y stuff. 51 Night Goblins with the Poison Banner, 3 Fanatics, and a Netters as well. So hopefully they hang around, and hopefully I can get in somewhere and minus someone's strength. 5 Orc Knob little dart unit, 6 Boar Boys frenzied with biggins, heavy armor shield, standard, all that sort of stuff. Just glass hammer. Throw 'em in.
Oh,
what was that?
It's so ridiculous.
He's done it. He's done it.
And
I've got
already done it.
Josh and Andrew in the rare section.
I hope you're painting it under the base.
You have to count up the kills that each of us do, and then like Legolas and Gimli style. So who wins?
Yeah.
And look, they're going to be hanging around together. That's their job, just to hang out together.
That is,
so
hang out.
they're not separate. Yeah. So, you're not taking on one giant. Well, maybe if you're fast, you just take out one. You can, but yeah, they're going to be their best buds. They're hanging around.
That's
yeah.
Love it.
That's it. We got our matchup. So
I'm not enjoying mine, and you're not enjoying yours. I know that much.
No. But that's cool. We got a submarine somehow. You've got Keith, the other YouTuber, Keithy Creaky Gamers, who plays a lot of orcs, but he's taking military cults. So yeah,
I went trying to sneak a little. I was trying to do a bit of reconnaissance, and I'm like, let's see how Keith plays his mortuary cults, and
they're all orc and goblins on the YouTube.
There's no mortuary cults. I'm like, damn it. So yeah, that's the one part about doing. I suppose if you play the same army and you're doing videos all the time, people probably would learn how you play, so might be able to anticipate what.
Oh man, you have such a great game. I haven't played Keith, but he's obviously awesome. Like
I'm keen as to play Keith because he seems like the most chillaxed dude, and he actually usually does quite well. I think he's usually up towards the top
he's up there in the rankings.
Yeah. When you see him up there,
is he in top 10? I think so. I think he's sitting around that.
Yeah. Usually when I see him in a game, it's always like, is up towards those. Yeah,
wasn't Keith the one that I even mentioned the other day that he hasn't podiumed, but he's like right up there? Something tells me he was.
Yeah, I think he gets
it is. Yeah, ninth, no podiums, but sitting in 9th place in Australia. So it's just good. The master rankings works pretty good.
Yeah, he does really well.
Yeah.
So he's running. So I'm lost on what to do against this list. So I'll go through it, obviously. So he's running mortuary cults, as we said, Tomb Kings. He's got a High Priest, as you would, running on the Bone Dragon, Talisman of Protection, Law Familiar, Serpent Staff, and Illusion. So from a tactical point of view, I don't think he's going to be committing this unless it's, going to have an easy winning combat.
Yeah, I don't think so, but Law Familiar tells me that and Serpent Staff tells me that he's going to pick Doppelganger as well. So it's up his sleeve, but I don't think he's throwing him in turn 1 and 2, but he's like, okay, when I need, I'm going to throw him in when I need to, and he's going to finish people off.
Definitely finishing off or pick his fights. So I don't think he's going to throw him straight to my Black Orc, or he's not going to run down leading the charge. Let's just say that. He's running a Mortuary Priest, level 2 on foot, Amulet Serpent, Elementalism. Clearly is going to be in his big Archer block, which we'll hit later. So
do you reckon he'll take he'll drop to like the reroll 1s to hit, or do you reckon he'll try toughness, strength debuff, or what's the other one they do? Oh, the reserve move spell would be the other one that you might drop to. With that one.
Doing some
because you're not dropping to elementalism like signature spell because it's shit unless you roll up 2 really good. Like if he rolls up TMP, it's pretty hard to cast level 2. But cool.
We'll see. There's I think there's a bit of a plan here. It's a good list, this one. Actually looking through it, so it's got 4 Necro Serpents coming in, which I'm really trying to work out how this is going to work. So the Necro Serpents have got the terrors below. So I've been looking up this rule, trying to work out how it's going to do it. Yeah. So basically,
so you have to take 12 initiative tests, whatever it is.
12 initiative tests. So he can do it 8 so he can pop up 12 inches from his high priest if he passes a leadership test.
Yeah.
And then a unit within 8 inches, which is a 20-inch range.
Plus like they're necroserpents, they're pretty big bases as well. So
yeah.
Once you factor that in as well.
Initiative tests, and I'm just like, man, I've got
what's the Iron Demon and all that in terms of initiative?
Well, it's only against heavy infantry and regular infantry.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
But I've got my dwarves, which are going to get absolutely fucking smashed on initiative 2. Black Orcs initiative 3. I'm just like, oh man, this thing's gonna hurt.
I think it sounds scarier than what it actually is. I reckon that's the only thing I think. But
I reckon I'll be losing 4 or 5 guys from the units aren't that big either. So
yeah,
I still think it's going to hurt. He's got 2 tomb swarm. A unit of 2 tomb swarms, which I'm not entirely sure what he's doing with that.
So they'll be getting eaten by any of these guys, isn't it? To cast. Yep.
There you go. He's got that casting rule where he can take wounds off to cast. So
you can take them off the swarms and the Sharpty, I think. Is that the rule? I've got to get back at playing Tomb Kings.
Yeah, I was reading it. I think it was something like that, like a bigger, 6 Sharpty with great bows, which will be hammering down on my 2 guys on their mounts. So we'll see how that goes. He's running 2 Tomb Scorpions. So one has got the Terrors Below.
Yeah.
He's running 2 Necro Sphinxes as well.
Love it. Yeah.
So I don't know. He's going to
all these. Yeah, I mean they're all got Monster Slayer.
Yeah, they're
so
all got Monster
Slayer. If you can get any of them into your big one, this is how you counter the.
He can outrange
I couldn't smash those toughness 8 ones, but if you can if you can throw a few 6s, it at least makes you think about it, doesn't it? It's like,
I'm in a world ahead. I think I'm just looking over this list. The only thing that he's going to have problems with dealing with is the old train, the Iron Demon, but it doesn't move that far. The Iron Demon can't. It's not going to. It can't get a Necro Sphinx because the Necro Sphinx is just going to outmaneuver it.
What's his save? If he happens to roll up Plague of Rust on this and he's doing 30 poison shots and he might do some damage, but it's only 30, so it's probably still going to take a good few turns at it, at least.
I'll have to double check if it's actually large target. I'm not even sure if it's large target. But it's only got a 3-up save. So
what do you reckon he's going to choose with Illusion? Do you think he's going Miasma, Crystal, and Spectral?
No,
what's the other one?
Large target. It is a large target.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's large target. Yeah.
It's gonna be.
What's the other? I don't even know the other fucking illusion spells. They got the fly one as well or something. Oh, Mind Razor. Okay, that's a leadership test. They got the fly one, but that's only characters, so I don't think that's in play. So he's taking. Yeah, he's taking Miasma, Spectral, and Crystal, unless he wants to drop down to one of the other ones, which I doubt. Yeah.
So I don't know. I've got a couple of plays, which probably won't talk about here.
I'd love to play this. If we had time, I'd love to play this list against your list just to prep you, but also to have a play of it because it's cool.
It is a good list. It's a really strong list, and I'm not looking forward to the matchup. But I am looking forward to playing Keith because he seems like the funnest bloke to play against. So I'm
if you get smashed, you can play me in round 2.
Well, that's it. Yeah, just
when I get taken.
Old World Fanatics showdown.
So Jason's taking the Exiles. And he's taking the Green Knight, and I was umming and ahhing to take like a Sword of Might or whatever, and I just went, fuck it. What's the chances? Yeah, well, round 1. Green Knight. Baron with the... I've screwed this up here. That's not supposed to be on there. So I redid this list. That's all. That's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be... what's he got? He's got Bromwell Greathelm, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Picked the wrong one there, sorry. Yeah, Baron on Royal Peg, Frontier Axe, yeah, Gromble Great Helm, Virtual Gnarly Templars. So multi-wound, extra D6 hits, and he's got 2 up save, rerolling 1s. Is that dude? This is the one that Cam always plays, pretty sure.
Yeah, it would be
Josh, the Bretonian player here. I think it's a 2-up rerolling 1s.
It is.
Frontier Axe is basically a great weapon with -3 AP, but multi-wound 2. But it's not a great weapon in the sense it's not strike last.
Nope.
And then he's get D6 on the charge.
Very undercosted item. And then, hatred and extra D6 attacks on the charge.
Yeah.
So synergizes very well.
So it just evaporates people. Yeah.
Ouch.
I'm assuming he's hanging around or going in 3 Peg Knights or hanging around with him because they got the.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's in it because they got the Vanguard.
So there's three Peg Knights with Banner of the Zealous Knight. So they can all just Vanguard right up with the
and he can also get along. First turn because he's not getting.
And he's not praying because he's an exile. It's an exile doesn't deserve to pray to the lady.
Work. So he's on me and he's going to try and just wipe a unit out so he can get the blessing and or just go into something that he knows he can wipe out. Paladin with the Falcon Horn. Other than that, just a mace. Sorry, Morningstar, just on a horse. A level 3 Demonology Outcast Wizard with Ruby Ring. So he's going to 2 magic missiles on that guy or girl, whatever it is. Icon of Quinelli's gives him the plus D3 Dispel.
I think it's an extra
3 inches.
I think it's D3. For 3 inches range for dispelling hexes and a +1 to dispel as well.
Ooh.
Oh, no. Hang on. Increases dispel range by 3. Additionally, when attempting to dispel a hex.
So just for hexes is +1. Oh, okay.
I don't really have hexes unless I choose to take Itchy, which I might not against this. I don't know.
It's good if you can find the points
Green
for
Knight.
it. It's really quite a good item.
Yeah, I love those ones. Yeah. And then 6 mana Knights, full command, Knights of the Realm. 35 Yeoman Guard with the War Banner, Blessed Triptych, Standard Bearer, so Thrusting Spears, a big block there, which is pretty cool.
Big block.
Massive block.
I think I'd like to get my Giants.
250 points. My goodness. Yeah.
I was a bit surprised.
A lot of points in that block.
Yeah, it was.
A lot of points.
But he's also stubborn, so fucking annoying. But
anyway. But if you kill the monk, if you punk the monk out in the first round of combat, he's
true, yeah.
Stubborn. It's actually pretty.
But you see, you need to know.
It's a pretty flawed situation, unfortunately.
13 Peasant Bowman, and then the 3 Peg Knight we talked about, and Field Treb and a Border Bombard, like a bombard. So it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
He's going to outshoot me. I've got I don't know. He's got no large targets. I don't have magic weapon. I'm going to have to drop to something like Wind Blast to give me a magic missile to at least maybe. But then my wizard's going to be in the big unit, which might be okay because I can TMP around maybe, potentially. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be fun. Now, the only thing is if somehow I can make the Nicoms the only viable charge initially, they'll hold for a bit. They'll give me some time to redo stuff, but it's going to be it's going to be tough. He's totally outmaneuvering me.
I mean it's all about the pegs and the Green Knight. I mean,
unless Jason's a good player, but unless he did something dumb, and then I'm going, oh cool, I'll just jump over the back of you and then annoy you as well. But I mean pegs will just charge anyway, so it doesn't matter which way. So it doesn't really matter. Fun.
Bloody pegs.
It will be interesting. But you never know. You just never know.
That roll-off's very important, isn't it? For first.
Yeah, well, it will be. Yeah.
It's very crucial.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, I can't have my Orc Boar Boys anywhere near those guys though, because they just wipe out on the counter charge. So I don't know. It's it's gonna be tricky.
Yeah. It's going to make sure
what was the terrain setup? This is what I do like. What was the terrain setup for number 1? Do you remember? We don't know. I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Might have to have a look at that because I might have to, not that that's the other thing. They're using, 2 of them are they're all probably pretty much square-based terrain, but one of them's got a hill in the middle. So there's no terrain on the board. So
Yeah, they were.
There's 2 impassables, which is like a building or something. So fun.
Yes.
Anyway, that's what we're up for this weekend. Plus, we'll try to go through some other matchups and other lists during the week. But that's pretty much our episode, I think, guys.
I think so. It's good.
I think
good
we
place to wrap it
tired
up.
out all our listeners. They've all gone quiet.
They have.
After that awesome. Anyway, anything else you guys want to cover, or I guess we got our tournament. You got your and Josh's CanCon coming up next week. We'll have to go through all that.
It's gonna be really busy next week.
Yeah. Loads of.
Then after this tournament, I've got to decide what I'm going to do. I start painting these Empire, or do I keep going some Orcs, or do I go back to some Tomb Kings to play? Depends on what tournament's next. What are you guys doing after? Have you got any idea about what you're aiming for? Like after this batch, if you know what I mean, like
as in terms of hobby or playing, or
tournament. Like, are you? Obviously, we always have Castle in whenever it'll be. But are you guys doing anything else? Like, Josh, you might not have been here when we talked about it initially, but Drunkhammer's on in April up in Queensland. That they want a lot of the Newcastle dudes there. I'm going to try get to that one. But. Yeah, so I thought it was May, but it's not the end of April. Yeah, you could do this one.
Then there's Arc. Okay, there's Arc as well. I will be going to. Sorry to continue to be a grognard, but Uprising in Ballarat, which is a tournament at the end of March. So I'm definitely planning on going to that one.
Are you taking your Slanesh to that?
Probably. I'll be taking my Celt Slanesh to that one. I reckon.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
We
need some old world tournaments in March, by the look of that. What's happening here?
Yeah,
I'll have to have a look at that. Maybe
in Australia at all.
Some. Yeah, in Australia. Yeah. Don't know. Might have to look at that. I'm sure some will pop in. Yeah, cool. Okay, well, we'll end up after this week. I guess Andrew and I'll have a bit of a break to try and work out what the next batch is. And it depends on how Andrew goes as to whether he keeps going on Project X or gets bored and goes to the next thing. Do you think?
I
want you to keep going with him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I want to play around with something more infantry centric, like so many people do. I don't want to turn it into a gun line, but it seems like the more you look at infantry centric, it's like.
You know what we should do though? We should make a concerted effort to at least have one bat rep where we decide to do. Like not tournament, like take some extra infantry, like whatever, I don't know. Actually, you missed this, Josh. Too. I was saying that I would like to do maybe in 2 weeks. We'll do a a topic on the pod around what we would comp. Like if we came up with the Old World Fanatics comp.
Oh, I'd love it.
For Old World, what would it have? And just
is it list restrictions or is it rules?
Well, you can do whatever you want, but like I sort of said to Andrew, my preference would probably be I'm going to try to do the least amount of tweaks, but
really, I'd be all over tweaks. I'd be
that's
tweaking
cool.
everything.
Everyone's different. Yeah,
to the great amount of annoyance and complaint, I bet. To everyone,
because like if you tweaked it enough, it would turn into 6 then, wouldn't it? Like really, like if you
yes. He said we fall back in good order.
Where's my Necro Serpents? Oh, you can't take them in this list. Where's my Bone Giant? Oh, you can't take a Bone Giant in this comp.
It's not a thing.
And the points is this. And and by the way, magic works this way.
But there's a magic face.
Yeah.
Got this pre-written rules.
If you want to bring that up as the comp, we'll listen. Yeah. But you have to write it all out. I want to see all of it. That's
By the way, it's using this really old rule book from 20 years ago.
You got to paint your rule book red. Cool. Anyway, I reckon that'd be cool. I'd like to. I was thinking about this today, just like all these. To counter this thing, if you just made this small tweak, it's probably enough. And I was trying to work out if you could do like 4 or 5 things and go, that's it, and see if it, settles things down. But anyway, we'll see. I've got some ideas. So maybe we can do that as a topic in a couple of weeks and see what people think. Not that we're going to run that as a comp. I'm just saying, just be thought experiment. Yeah. Cool. I think everyone is ready to give it a big goodbye. We've still got Mr. Martinson here. All right. Well, big thanks to our listeners. We had a lot there at the beginning, like in terms of, we still have some here, but I mean, in terms of like, man, sending us 1 million chats. So hopefully we answered the ones that popped up and didn't miss too many.
It's getting late here in Oxford, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. Yeah. Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah. And then all the UK people are probably at work now for sure. So it's probably a bit quieter now. Big congrats to, oh God, I've just lost the page. What was his name? The winner. That's bad. Here it is. Will Gunson with his Chaos Lord for Throne of Skulls. So we'll try and get in contact there, make sure that comes over. But yeah, stick with us. This is our live. Let us know if you want more live. Right, yeah. We're trying to do this every month. But next week it'll be just back to normal. Covering CanCon, covering the results of Oldhammer and whatever else pops up news-wise. Oh, the reveals. We can chat about the reveals, probably. See what Josh's take is on all the Beastmen that are coming out, apparently.
What?
Nah, you'll just have to listen. That's okay.
Mate, you missed out.
Yeah. Anyway.
You'd miss out.
We don't know. There could be. There could be a Demonology Beastman coming out. Yeah, that's what happens. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap this show up. Thanks so much for listening to another Old World Fanatics rambling. If you enjoy that, like, subscribe, leave some comments on this video. Tell us if you want more live streams. Jump over to patreon.com/oldworldfanatics if you want to support us that way. And I guess that's probably it, guys. We'll probably see you next week. I'll see Andrew in a car on the way down to Blacktown on Friday.
Cool.
I'll chat to you guys later. We're going to have the outro music and I'll close the stream. Cheers, guys. Why are you flying a little...
Whoa, that's so good.
This is staying in, by the way.
It's a Birdman. Birdman of Catreza.
Is that what it is?